world champion. Down in the Cannon Ring.
Let's go, Terrence. Okay, now you are,
Well, let's go. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. We excited. Everybody excited. They finally about to fight. Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Stop it. About time. Better late than never. I believe that the momentum was fading. So they had to put their pedal to the metal. And finally, it's about to happen. You know what we say, better late than never. Terence Crawford is probably going to be the favorite. Stop it! Errol Spence, in my book, should probably be the favorite. His resume is better than Terence Crawford's resume, if you ask me. Now, you know Terence Crawford was in a contract with Bob Arum. And Bob Arum is only going to let you get so far. That's the reason why Floyd Mayweather had to get Ghost. And he signed with Al Heyman. And then he took off. Beep, beep, like the Road Runner. Terence Crawford has now got away from Bob Arum and Top Rank. And now Terence Crawford about to take off. Beep, beep, like the Road Runner. Now, if I was him, I would probably sign with the Zone in the near future. Because they paying the most money. They paying the big bucks. That's right, the big bucks. But for the time being, maybe a 1 or 2 fight deal, he's going to probably have to sign with PBC. Stop it. It is what it is. When you can make $50 million for one fight, you got to take it. That's a lot of bread in one day. If you can get your opponent out of there, just think about it. That's less than 30 minutes. 30 million, less than 30 minutes. 30 million, less than 30 minutes. Let me rewind that. 30 million, less than 30 minutes. Stop it. That's big bread. That's a whole lot of bread. From a young man, same color as me. From the hood to Hollywood. But Errol Spence, like I said, to me, in my opinion, has the tougher competition. So I think he's more ready than Terence Crawford. Now, don't get me wrong, though. Terence Crawford is the N1 of the welterweight division. He kind of reminds me of Lomachenko. He can go from left to right, right to left. The boy is sweet. The boy is nice. And he's undefeated. So who you rolling with? Jose, who you rolling with? Ram King, who you rolling with? Stop it. I'm rolling with, to this day, like your boy Bomb Squad would say, Errol Spence. Because when you almost lose your life and God give you another chance and you decide to continue to box, that shows a lot of heart and dedication. And maybe you learned your lesson from whatever you did to get yourself together. And I think now Errol Spence is more focused than ever. And he's the bigger dude. And he's real good at one thing. Errol Spence is great at one thing. Terence Crawford is good at a lot of things. I'd rather be great at one thing than just good at all things. It depends on the situation. Now, as a boxer, Errol Spence is going to come straight at you. And he's great at that. That's how you get the knockouts. Terence Crawford is the and1 of boxing. He going to be slipping and sliding. Trust me, he going to go southpaw quicker than ever. And I think he's an orthodox fighter, but he seems to fight southpaw, and he throws a lot of his opponents off by fighting southpaw. But Errol Spence is going to keep coming. He ain't going to stop until he get that bag. Now, going into danger, like Mystico would say, usually smells bad news for the opponent, especially when they're a smaller dude. But in this case, Errol Spence is the bigger dude. He's really a junior middleweight, walking around as a light heavyweight. Could have been a middleweight or fighting at welterweight. Stop it! If it ain't broke, then you can't fix it. You hear me? Hashtag dogs are us. But Terence Crawford, listen, he kind of reminds me of Roy Jones. Because the boy is sweet. The boy is nice. And he's unorthodox. And one thing he knows how to do is win. But we talking about Errol Spence. The truth. We talking about the truth, man. And you know they say the truth shall set you free. So we about to find out. Hopefully in November. Stop it. I'm hoping, because the fire done went out between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, that it's really going to happen. Because until I see a press conference, I'm still a little nervous. Because at the very last minute, somebody can get upset and say, stop it! And then it's over. But the good news, the show be getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to the big fight. Triple X, who you rolling with? Anthony Harris says, Errol will win. Errol for the win. And I think you're right, champ. I think you're right, champ. Uh-oh. Triple X. I got the truth. Oh. Triple X said he got the bud. Now, you know bud and boxing don't go together. You can't be smoking no bud. Oh, my bad. His name is Bud. Bud Crawford versus the truth. I'm rolling with Errol so far. And Terence Crawford looking at me like he mad. I'm just rolling with who I think gonna win. I ain't got nothing against neither one of them. When they fight, I ain't gonna get a nickel. I just think that the pressure, I think just that the will to win, I think if you can come back from a car accident and almost lose your life and still box on the highest level, pick the toughest guy to come back from a car accident and Danny Swift Garcia and beat him, stop it. You a bad, 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 bad man. And the nickname The Truth fits you like never before. Now, Terence Crawford, I ain't gonna doubt him. I ain't gonna just count him out. And I think for Errol Spence to win, he would have to probably win by TKO. If we go the distance, I think that Terence Crawford got a better chance at winning. Y'all tap in, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Man, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. And the trick is the like button. We always say whoop that trick because the trick is the like button. You know, a lot of guys tap in and they never hit the like button. Why? I don't know. But man, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Big Move G say, I'm rolling with Spence. Boy, somebody waking up out here nowadays. Yes, go. Let's go. Man, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and punch the notifications. Stop it. It's your boy. It's your dog. Welcome to the dog pound. Cornelius K9 Bunchers. 2-time IBF world champ. Hashtag dogs us. Jose say Spence is the better fighter. I agree. Crawford almost got knocked out by a mean machine. And who would that be? Errol by decision. Spence has never been rocked. That's what Jose said. I don't know, Jose. You might have to take that one back. In the last fight, remember when he tried to grab his mouthpiece, or he thought the referee said break? Remember Ugas caught him? He's like, whoa, hold on. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember that. Anthony Jones, AJ. Boy, I don't know if it's good to have the initials AJ. Because AJ looked bad his last fight. But this ain't Anthony Joshua. This is Anthony Jones. Hashtag dogs are us. Let's go, champ. What it do? Sad news. My fighter, Pete, fight got canceled. Stop it. His opponent must have knew what time it was. We was coming from that #1 spot. And why would you play basketball or be horse playing a day before your fight? Stop it. And get injured. Sprain your ankle. Man, for some reason, I think it's cap. But it is what it is. We on to the next. You just never know. It is what it is. I'm rolling with the truth. Who y'all rolling with? Finally, I kept anticipating when they gonna announce the fight. I knew it was eventually gonna happen. I knew eventually they was gonna say when. It was too much time going by. You know, and man, finally I look up, bam. So on boxingscene.com, bam, there it go. Finally happened. I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna probably be a fight that kind of like the Tommy Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard, the first fight. I don't know if it's gonna be on that same level, of course. But in today's era, hey, you got a good chance for being on that level. I mean, what other fight out here that's better than that fight that you would want to see? Talk to me, champ. Huh? Man. Finally, not just some good news, some great news. You hear me? Some great news. Yeah. I mean, I think these guys been knew that the fight was going to happen, and they knew it was close because they fight in November. They had to already be training and knowing that they was going to fight each other. They just didn't tell the fans. Yeah, they just didn't tell the fans. But come on, man. Too much money involved for them not to fight. Too much money. I was offered opportunity to be in the front row with Tommy Hearns and Jerry's at the Canelo's fight. But I want to be at home. I want to commentate the fight. And then I had one of my fighters was going to fight. So I put that on the back burner. Chad Collins said, I'm rolling with the Bud. Oh, yeah, my man say, I'm rolling with EJ on Instagram. Yeah, I know. I saw it on a couple of websites, but moment until I see the press conference, I ain't just go. Listen, I ain't gonna put nothing past nothing. You know, sometimes you know how they say something that seems to be true can't be true. Hey, this could be one of them cases. Anything can happen. Just look at Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. They was about to fight. They was one day away from fighting. And stop it. Queen Elizabeth died. Man, party over. Didn't even get a chance to get started. So, listen. They say they about to fight. I want to see a press conference or something, because in these days, you just never know. People dying left and right, man. Man, rest in peace to these rappers. All of them, you know. Hopefully they was right with Christ, because, man, it's a dirty game. You can't even tell nobody where you at, what you're doing, none of that. All that, letting somebody know where you at. Man, we got to watch out for winning all that jury, because, man, there's some serious killers out here, man. They trying to impress. And the crazy part about it, they'll kill you and brag about it. Well, your jury on Instagram and brag about killing you. It's a crazy, crazy world. What round do y'all think the fight gonna be over at? Or when is it gonna be over? Are y'all more excited about Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fighting? Or y'all more excited about Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez this weekend? Stop it! Which one y'all more excited about? We know in a few days, Canelo Alvarez and Triple G is about to fight. And I don't think the death of a queen or a king, unless it's Jesus, gonna stop that fight from happening. Stop it! I don't think it's gonna stop it from happening. There's too much money involved. We got a couple of countries involved. We got Eddie Hearn in them. And just too much money involved. Will this be the end of Triple G? GGG, the big drama show? Or can he turn back the time and whoop that trick, Canelo Alvarez? I think that Triple G, from the way, the weigh in or the face down, the way he looked in the face down, he didn't look that small. He looked kind of big. Canelo looked like, he's more confident than ever, because since the last time they fought, Canelo has moved up in weight. Canelo has gotten better. One good thing for sure that Triple G got in his favor is that Canelo is coming off a loss. Another thing that Triple G got in his favor is he's getting a chance to move up for the first time, where I feel like it's a benefit from him. He probably should have moved up 3-4 fights ago. I think he would have did a lot better. He's outgrown middleweight. He was a big middleweight in the first place. Triple X said Crawford and TKO in 10 rounds? Wow. Don't bet on it. One thing I can tell you for sure is a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money, because that fight can go either way. And I wouldn't bet on that fight, because It might go Terrence's way. It might go Errol's way. I got to look at that fight as a 50-50 fight. And even though it's a 50-50 fight, somebody might dominate. But it's still a 50-50 fight because both guys are undefeated. Terence Crawford has gotten bigger and gotten stronger, and I think he's actually grew into being a welterweight. Errol Spence has always been a big welterweight, and he's actually outgrowing welterweight. And he can't stay down at welterweight for too much longer. That's why they pushing for that fight. If they don't fight sooner than later, in November, I don't think Errol Spence can keep the weight down because he's a big junior middleweight. He probably walks around at 175. I fought at junior middleweight, and I walked around weighing 187. And Errol is bigger than me. Errol is taller than me. So I know for sure. I don't even know how he made welterweight, but I know for sure he'd rather be at junior middleweight like tomorrow. He was talking about fighting Canelo Alvarez a few months ago, 4, 5, 6 months ago. And you already know Canelo Alvarez was fighting at 168. So if Errol Spence is talking about moving up from welterweight, not to junior middleweight, not to middleweight, but to super middleweight, stop it. That lets you know he's a big dude and he has outgrown being a welterweight. But since the money is there, let's go, champ. Let's make it happen. We gonna make it happen. Let's go, champ. Chet Collins. I am rocking with Triple G. People sleeping on G. I'm rocking with Triple G too. I hope he win. I just think that Canelo just got his number. And I feel like he done got better over time. I think Triple G has went backwards. Canelo has went forward. And that's just what I think, what I believe. Canelo talking too much, not focused in the right way. Triple G by stoppage this time. KO6, kaboom. Kaboom. Bam, it's over. Stop it. Let's go, champ. Hey, let me tell you something, Colin. CC, I hope you right. And I hope you're right. I'm telling you, I'm pulling for Triple G. If Triple G win, it'll make my day. Because I like the underdog. And in this fight, you gotta say Triple G is the underdog. Now, he might have been in favor the first time. He might have been in favor the second time. But in the third fight, stop it. Canelo Alvarez is the favorite. But, CC, Collins, hey, I hope you're right, my brother. Appreciate the super chat. Hashtag dogs us. Yo, champ, easy work. And I agree with you, Anthony. He said EJ has better options. He been in there with better fighters. He fought better opposition. Danny Garcia. Even though Mikey Garcia was small, Mikey Garcia was undefeated and the boy can crack. And I ain't talking about dope. He fought Sean Porter. He fought Sean Porter when Sean Porter was serious. He was hungry. Wasn't know he was about to get ready to retire. Terence Crawford fought Sean Porter when he was about to retire. That's the reason why his daddy stopped the fight. He only got dropped. So what? Sean Porter is tough as nails. Former football player. But, you know, his daddy felt like he did what was best for Sean and his grandkids. Stop it. I wouldn't have pulled the plug because let that man go out on the shield. If it be, I don't think he was going out. And if you ask me, before the knockdown, before the stoppage, I had Sean Porter beating Terence Crawford. That was Terence Crawford's first real test. Other than Gamboa, who almost stopped Terence Crawford. Let me rewind that. Gamboa, who almost stopped Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford got better. He did what he had to do. But I couldn't see Gamboa almost stopping Errol Spence. Spence is the truth and too big for the little man. It'd have been easy work round one. But styles make fights. Styles make fights. 40-year-old Triple G about to get KO'd. And I do believe that. I think you're 100% right, champ. And that's why I'm nervous for Triple G. Especially if Canelo Alvarez eating that red meat. You know, these guys don't even playing fair nowadays, man. Why you got to cheat to win? You feel me? It's a dirty game. You already know. When the money involved, cats will do whatever they can to get an advantage. And I think, hey, I know that and after the weigh-in, I done saw Canelo Alvarez putting pills in his mouth. Like, what is that he chewing on? Is them steroids? So he definitely had to be drug tested. And if I was his trainer, I wouldn't allow him to put nothing in his mouth afterwards. That was real sneaky. I don't know what it was, but he got Amir Khan up out of there. Now, we already know that Amir Khan don't got a chin no way. But what was that Canelo Alvarez put in his mouth after the weigh-in? You know it's a dirty game. Now, will gloves play a big part on if they fight each other or when they fight each other? Finally? I would say so. Ray's was the gloves that was known as the puncher gloves. Now it's the grand gloves. I can guarantee you that neither fighter will be wearing title boxing gloves. Because title boxing gloves are not puncher gloves. I think they're more or less for people doing classes at title. Some of the best boxing gloves I've ever worn in a boxing match was those Mexican gloves. The same gloves that Madonna was trying to wear against Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd was like, stop it! His team was like, oh no, put them on what I'm wearing. We playing on an even field. So, everything gonna count. Everything. I'm talking about since both guys are good and both guys are champions, who coming in the ring first? Who coming in the ring last? Everything count. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Stop it! I got Canelo winning this weekend. Now, we'll be calling the fight, so make sure y'all tap in. And if you haven't whooped that trick, which is the like button, and y'all whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. We got, y'all. And I'm so excited about this news right here. I couldn't wait. I kept looking at my phone, checking the social media. And when I finally saw they about to fight, I was like, stop it. I couldn't wait to go live. We here now, y'all. Anthony Jones, you said Bud first. Did you say Bud first and what? Bud first, EJ last. Oh, you talking about when they enter the ring? Yeah, EJ should be last. I think he got majority of the belts. He took a belt from Ugas, so yeah, he got more of the belts. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. K9 went at Sabero this weekend. You're right. I can see it happening. Yeah. So, in this fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, y'all think it's going to be a draw? You know it's a dirty game. It could be a setup. What if it's a setup? Look, bro, let's fight 3 times like Triple G and Canelo Alvarez. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Huh? Think it's going to be bad blood? You think it's going to be as good as Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns? Or better yet, it's going to be as good as Marvin Hagler versus Tommy Hearns, huh? And there were so many great fights back in the days. Come on, man. The welterweight division was on fire. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, the welterweight division is the greatest division of all time. I would have to say the junior middleweight division is the greatest division of all time. In that division, we're talking about the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. Me! That's who, Cornelius K9 Bundrich. And in the junior middleweight division, everybody has fought everybody. Just think about it. Right now, the best division in boxing is the junior middleweight division. Think about it. Everybody done fought everybody. That's how Charlo was able to get all the belts, because everybody has fought everybody. Herb has fought Julian Williams. Julian Williams fought Rosada. Rosada lost to Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin lost to Fundora. Who did that man beat? That beat Charlo, but then they said that they gave him a rematch. Come on, somebody. Tony Harrison beat Charlo. Charlo beat Tony Harrison. Everybody fought everybody. Come on, somebody. The junior middleweight division is the best division in boxing because everybody fight everybody. Nobody plays duck, duck, goose like these other divisions. Now, one of the worst divisions that has the most talent is the lightweight division, 130 to 135. They just talk. And that's me being K9. All they do is bark. I want to fight this. You want to fight that. We go fight. Stop it, man. Gervonta Davis versus Mikey Garcia. What's his name? Garcia. What's the Garcia name? The little pretty boy. Good little fighter, too. Styles may fight, so I like his style, too. But he got a lot of followers. What's the Garcia name? Somebody help me out. Ryan Garcia. There you go. Ryan Garcia. Before somebody get to it, I'm already there. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis been talking slick to each other. But will they fight? No. Stop it. Devin Haney has been talking. Gervonta Davis has been talking. Both of them been going at each other. But are they about to fight? No. Stop it. George Kambosos and Devin Haney is about to fight. And Devin Haney chose George Kambosos because he knew he was easy pickings because styles make fights. I think Teofimo Lopez overlooked. That's right. Let me rewind that. I think Teofimo Lopez overlooked George Kambosos and lost all his titles. And Devin Haney was an opportunist. Man, I would do whatever to get that fight. Man, listen, I'll take less. Kind of like Austin Trout did to get the fight with Miguel Cotto. Me and Miguel Cotto was going to fight, but Austin Trout said, I'll take less. And they used me as a guinea pig. And he got the fight. And that's what Miguel Cotto get, because he lost that fight trying to be slick, trying to be greedy, and playing the game. Stop it. It's over. That's what he get. Toxic in the building. Oh, yeah. Feels so good to hit the bag. I sparred today, and it felt so good. Yep, absolutely. Yes, sir. We got killers in the gym, in the building. Killers in the gym. What's up, Tony? Tony, you. Oh, yeah, Pitbull Cruz, and nobody wants that smoke. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Yes, sir. But the big news today is Terence Crawford and Errol Spence is about to fight. Finally. I'm like, man, these people anticipating it. Dragging it out. Like Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence. Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, man, we gonna have a fight or what? Huh? Yes, sir. Finally. Styles make fights. Like I said, though, Terence got all kind of styles. I mean, he can go orthodox. He can go southpaw. Now, don't get me wrong. Errol Spence can box. All we ever see him do is fight. But he can box, too. So, if he has to make adjustments, I think he can make adjustments. But I think the fight is going to be won in the gym. You know, one of the fighters, I mean, think about it. They about to fight each other. And whoever wins is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. So they can overtrain. They could easily overtrain. Anything can easily happen. So I think the fight will be won in camp. Who gets the best sparring? Who doesn't get hurt? So, man, hey, you're going to find out shortly, hopefully. Like I say, I don't trust that this fight is going to happen in November. I think it's going to be pushed back to another date. And they just getting us just rammed up to keep us interested in that fight. Prime K9 versus Jamel Charlo. Hold up. Knock that boy out. That's the fight I wanted, Oh. I think you know something I don't know. We're going to find out. A lot going on. But yeah, they been knew they was about the Grady fight. They probably already knew about the date and everything, I wonder will it get more buys than Canelo Alvarez and Triple G? What fight are y'all more interested in seeing? Is it just because Canelo Alvarez and Triple G about to fight this weekend that you want to see that fight more than Terence Crawford and Errol Spence? Or is it because you don't really believe that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is about to fight? Because they was talking about Manny Pacquiao and Floyd was going to fight for years. When they finally fought, they were both in their 80s. It's over. But they did make it happen. Oh. And for them, it was a good look because they the one made money. They made way more money waiting. They stunk the place up. They got paid the most. And to this day, and on Wilder's voice, and to this day, that's the highest pay-per-view sporting event of all time. I don't know, JP, because I don't know if they'll ever fight. Oh, you say you think they're gonna have way more views? I don't know. Because think about it. Black on black crime don't sell. Put a black man in there with a white man, oh, it's big news. Just think about it on the streets. If a black man do something to a white man, or a white man do something to a black man, that's gonna be big news. Black man kill black man all the time. It's regular. It always happening like that. I'm just keeping it 100. So even though Spence and Crawford is a better fight, both guys are in their prime, I don't believe it's going to do more buys than Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford are both better fighters, but I don't think that their resume can compete with Canelo and Triple G's resume. Yeah, I think 10 years ago, Triple G was promoted by Michael Jordan. Triple G had like 15 knockouts in a row. Was the boogeyman in the middleweight division. Was the most feared fighter since Mike Tyson. Canelo Alvarez only loss was against Floyd Mayweather. Don't forget that big contract he got a couple of years ago, $380 million for an 8-fight deal. Let me rewind that. $380 million for an 8-fight deal. And let me tell you something. Terence Crawford and Errol Spence might not never see that kind of money. I mean, just think about it. Floyd had to say somebody because he was upset. He had his feelings. Oh, that ain't no money. I made that. Man, shut up. Stop it. So you already know what it is. And Pitbull Cruz, boy, he is high risk, low reward. And I believe he beat Tank Davis the first fight. I don't know what y'all think, if y'all agree with me or not. Do y'all agree that Isaac Pitbull Cruz beat Gervonta Davis in the first fight? If you was the judge, because I think somebody got paid off. Exactly. I agree with you 100%, JP. Matter of fact, I agree with you 1,000%. I don't know. In the West, it's getting hot in here. Fire. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Oh, Anthony Jones, bro. I don't know if you really know boxing, but, you know, I know boxing for real, for real. I only won 2 world titles, and I was calling that fight. And Isaac Cruz won that fight. All they kept saying is Gervonta Davis, he had one arm, he hurt his arm in camp, and the commentators was being biased. They were being biased because they were being paid to commentate and talk more about Gervonta Davis. They kept saying what Gervonta Davis was doing when he did something good, never said anything about Isaac Cruz. So you got to read between the lines. Like, if I was you, this Saturday, I would tune in at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. You can order the fight, but turn the volume down, because one thing about K9 boxing, I'm going to keep it 100. Like I say, I won 2 world titles. Not one. Let me rewind that. Not one. 2 world titles. But I know exactly what's going on in the sport of boxing. And the good thing is that I'm not biased. I'm not getting paid by a network to talk more about this guy, which is the A side, more than the B side. So stop it. It is what it is. Chad Giles said it. Cruz lost, champ. It's over. Yeah, it's all good. But hey, stick with your guns though. If you feel like, Tank won, Tank won. I'm just here to give you a different perspective about boxing. That's all. About how I see fights. You know, look, if you believe something, stick with your guns. But don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about, how I feel. If you feel a certain way, you feel a certain way. And if it makes sense, man, listen, it makes sense. You say, you know what, K9, you make a good point. Because, hey, I'm not perfect either. I know a lot. I did a lot. I did step into that ring and have 40-some pro fights and won majority of them. I did win 2 world titles, but I'm still not always right. Just like I think Errol Spence going to win, he might lose. I'm not putting nothing past Terence Crawford. I ain't putting nothing past Errol Spence. I just like the bigger dude. I like the bigger. If Terence Crawford was bigger, if he was the same size as Errol, he had a straightforward style, but he was cracking like that, I'm talking about one-punch power. Because Errol do leave himself open because he coming right straight down the middle. Then, hey, I probably was saying Terence. But I don't know if he's going to be able to deal with the size of Errol. And don't get me wrong, pound for pound, I think that Terence Crawford is strong. But it's a different kind of strength in that ring when it comes to putting them gloves on. Lifting weights and throwing power shots, 2 different things. I ain't the strongest weightlifter in the world. Man, listen, you can find guys way smaller than me probably can lift more than me. but they probably can't punch as hard as me, you know? I know I got power. That's one thing I know I got. So it's a different kind of strength. No, I wouldn't say that boxing is the most corrupt sport. UFC is the most corrupt sport. These guys' brand are so big. They got a brand out of this world. They're getting crumbs compared to boxers. Boxers are getting all the money. The most corrupt sport is UFC. Dana White is robbing these boys, and they in slavery up under Dana White. Rozier is back. Yeah, man, what's happening, bro? Hey, I hope it's true. They say it's true. Let's see what it do. See, Rounds Boxing Club say I am out my mind if I think the trilogy is going to sell more than Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Listen, let me tell you something. If you're a real boxing fan, you want to see Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. And I'm telling you that Canelo Alvarez has more fans than both Terence Crawford and Errol Spence put together. But real boxing fans are going to show up for the Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. But Canelo Alvarez has a fan from country to country and state to state and city to city. And I'm telling you, both guys, Triple G and Canelo, are getting paid more money than Terence Crawford and Errol Spence because it's a bigger fight. I ain't saying it's a better fight, but then again, it probably is going to even be a better fight because Canelo isn't what he used to be. Triple G isn't what he used to be. That's going to make for a great fight. They banging. Ain't going to be no chess match. You got to remember, in a fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, it's going to be about skills. Skills pay the bills. You know, I say Sugar Ray Leonard is Terence Crawford. And Tommy Hearns is Errol Spence. It's going to be that kind of fight. But with Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, they're going to be banging. They're going to be bop, 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 bop. They're going to be shooting at each other. You hear me? I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. H Money, what's up, champ? Hashtag dogs are us. Arr, arr, arr. Let's go, champ. Hey, I hope they hit bigger numbers. They should hit bigger numbers, you know? But come on, man. Errol Spence versus Triple G. Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. They ain't going to fight no 3 fights. Look at Errol Spence. Look at Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. They done fought 3 times. They're going to be done fought 3 times. Why? Because the money is there. Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, they going to fight once. That's it. It's over. Because think about it. Errol Spence is moving up after that. He can't stay down there and wait. If we get this fight, I'm hoping we get this fight. Because, hey, I ain't saw a contract or nothing. It's just speculation. They feeling for the fight like a crackhead. They want the fight to happen so bad, they just, soon somebody say, yeah, it's about to happen. You wrote that stuff up quick. Pushed it to the media. I don't know who Andrew Tate is. Benavidez might stop Canelo Alvarez. Styles make fights. You can't be on top forever. I just want to see the best fight the best, man. If Errol Spence fights Terence Crawford this year, you're going to have one of the best boxing years in the last 20 years. We done had some great fights this year. And this will top it off. This fight going to be better than Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather because both guys will be fighting in their prime. But guess what? They ain't gonna make nowhere near the money, and they ain't gonna get nowhere near the views. And trust me when I tell you, Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G gonna get 1.2 million buys or close to 2 million buys. Terence Crawford and Errol Spence gonna get 1 million buys too. At least 1 million buys. But they ain't gonna come nowhere near the pay-per-view buys and Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather gap. I'm gonna tell you somebody, even though he done lost 2 in a row, who got a great chance at beating Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather's record for pay-per-view buys. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Stop it! They got a great chance at defeating Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao's pay-per-view buys. Because both guys got country behind them. Real talk. The real Rick Ross. Okay, now we got to give you a dollar beat. What's a dollar beat, champ? Oh man, I think it'll take place in Vegas. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I can't wait. I don't know. The contract might not say that. The winner might take it all. You know, if I was in my A, I'm quite sure that PBC gonna want a 2-fight deal with Terence Crawford because Errol Spence is exclusively fighting with PBC and Showtime. Don't forget, Terence Crawford is a free agent, and that's the reason why it's took a long time for them to actually to get the deal done because Terence wants that bread and he didn't want to be held down. He probably willing to do a 1-fight contract deal, but they probably threw him an extra few million for him to take a 2-fight deal. Like, okay, if you beat Errol, you want another fight. And if I was probably Terence Crawford, I probably would take a 2-3 fight deal just so I don't get robbed if it's a close fight. Because if I'm able to leave, if I win, then they're not going to let me leave if I win. So I won't be winning, if that makes sense. Unarmed robbery. That's been going on in boxing. That's the beginning of times. He's going to move up for sure. Yeah, show. Rosera. I ain't no boy, homie. I'm a grown man. They going to fake them. Oh, yeah, that's how I be, though. That's okay. All I'm concerned about is who wins. We want somebody to win. I think it's very important that the fans win because when Errol Spence, when Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fought, the fans lost. Stop it! Yeah, the fans lost. So I'm trying to win. We trying to win. Man, so many people said, man, I'm done with boxing. Floyd dropped the ball. Big time. Manny Pacquiao dropped the ball. And on top of that, it was revealed that Manny Pacquiao was injured. So that really was mad. Like, oh, the money was so good that he couldn't turn the fight down, even though he was injured. And they dropped the ball big time. That was a very lackluster fight. But at the end of the day, they got paid. And a lot of people said, I'm done with boxing. They went across the street and started watching the UFC. Now, I'm not a fan of the UFC. But if it's a big name, I might watch the fight. They just do too much. You can kick, you can elbow, you can knee, you can slam them, you can put them in a headlock, you can headbutt them. It's just too much you can do. And I don't want to see two grown men with panties on, with no shoes on or socks, and a whole bunch of blood. No, it's over. But that's just me. And who knows? I probably would be a hypocrite. They offered me $5 million to fight a bum in a UFC match, a cage. Stop it. I'm in it to win it. I'm going to whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I'm all in, champ. It's over. I'm all in. You know, but hey, and once again, another thing that's crazy about the UFC is they don't get paid no money. Conor McGregor would have never made the money he made until he crossed over and got in a boxing game. That just lets you know which sport is way better and which sport is corrupt. He fought Mayweather and got $100 million. Let me rewind that. Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather and got $100 million. Wow. I'm talking about that's dope. And I ain't talking about crack. And that was his first pro fight. First pro boxing match. And wow, $100 million? Man, that just let you know if you got a big name, you can get into boxing and make more money than guys that's already boxing who hasn't got to the top. Or even if they got to the top, you can still make more money. Look at Jake Paul. Jake Paul, hey, he ain't no real boxer. He just got a fan base. He's picking his fights. He's making right decisions. And but he ain't no real fighter. Come on, man. But you can't tell his fans that. He working. He getting paid, bro. I trained Ben Askren. Ben Askren got $1 million. Can't punch worth nothing. Got knocked out in the first round because he had a fan base. Jake Paul knew he couldn't punch. He picked him and made $1 million in one round. Stop it. It's over. Marco say Team Crawford all day. What's up, though, Moto GM or GP? That boy say Omaha all day. Detroit versus everybody. Appreciate y'all all for tapping in, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. It's your dog, Cornelius K9 Bundges, the oldest world champ in junior middleweight history. Holla at your boy. We all we got, y'all. And make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications, and whoop that trick. That's the like button. This Saturday, I will be hosting a watch party where we get numbers, where when I commentate, according to the fans, I do a great job. I done had Showtime on my live when I was commentating. I done had Fight Hype and plenty of other people tapped into K9 Boxing Live. The watch party. So make sure at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, y'all tap in. Because I'm calling the fight. That's right. And I will have on a Sabero. That's right. Because I'm rolling with Canelo Alvarez. Even though I want Triple G to win. How many Triple G fans on here? Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. That's right. Subscribe. Exactly. That's the trick we talking about. That'll be good news. RK. What if Crawford, a 2-fight deal with Errol and Keith Thurman? Oh, he get past Errol. He gonna get past Keith Thurman. RK rolling with 3 G's. I agree with you. Either way, it's going to be epic. No matter who wins this fight, with them fighting in their prime, epic. 100%. Okay. TK say a GOAT bets on himself. Man, I'm not betting nothing on me or the next person. I'm just going to go out there and win, win, win. That's it. Oh, my man said crawfish is a dead man walking. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. You already know what it is. Them boys been training. Exactly. They knew they was gonna fight. So they probably been signed the contract. They just letting us know that they just not signing the contract. But they making us feel like they just signed a contract. It's been a signed deal. Say, my gut tells me Triple G is gonna win. Oh man. Don't do it. Don't bet the house on it, man. Don't do it. I agree, RK. Triple G should be strong at this weight. Now, if Triple G and Canelo was going to fight on the same day as Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, which fight would you watch? No cap. Which fight would y'all watch? Shoot, I watch both of them. I have on 2 TVs. You heard? That was bad for Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, that the Queen Elizabeth had passed right before they was about to fight. And they shut the party down. So now they won't be fighting until October the 15th. On the same day that Deontay Wilder is scheduled to fight. On the same day that Devin Haney is scheduled to fight George Kambosos. Stop it. Wow. At a time that women boxing has been thriving, this would have set them apart from man. Last year, the year before that, the days of the late Ali days and Ann Wolf, this was going to do it for them. But, I mean, I don't know if you want to call it bad luck or what. But, wow. That was crazy. And I was looking forward to calling that fight. I hope you're right, Rick Ross. That's all I want to do is see skills. That's what it's all about. The Great White Hype said Canelo Alvarez is the GOAT. I thought they said that was Muhammad Ali. Some people say Sugar Ray Robinson. Of this era, people say it's Floyd Mayweather. Pound for pound, the best fighter in the world right now, to me, is that one fighter, anyway. He the best right now, pound for pound, to me. The winner of this fight is in second place. Tyson Fury, we don't know if he retired, if he coming back. We don't know what he doing. But he definitely in top 5. Might have to put Usyk up there too, but I don't know. It's hard to put Usyk up there because Anthony Joshua, he just got his number. It's like Tyson Fury got Wilder's number. You know, hey, I can't. What if he got in the ring with Tyson Fury? But I don't think Tyson Fury want to see him. You know, boxing a dirty game, so you already know what it is. Did y'all see that knockout between the football players? What was the football player knocked out the other football player? Adrian Peterson got knocked out by Bell. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell. Ring-a-ding. Boom. Boom. Man, I saw the highlights. I forgot they was even fighting. Yeah, I forgot they was even fighting, bro. Yeah, I can't wait, though. This Saturday, I just hope nothing crazy happen. And then, you know, we actually see the fight. Because like I say, man, that was crazy that Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall and Alicia Baumgartner and Micaiah Meyer, her fight got canceled. That was crazy. That just let you know how much power the Queen Elizabeth got. She shut a whole country down with her death. How you end up becoming a queen? I mean, you were actually a real queen? Wow. So who's the king of England? You know, I know who the king of king is. Hashtag Jesus for life. But I didn't know. I thought that stuff only existed in the movies. Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. The king of the ring right now is in your way. And in second place, I'm rolling with Errol Spence. And shoot, I might have to, in third place, I might have to give it to Jamel Charlo. He got all the belts. I think the smartest fighter right now in boxing is Devin Haney. You talking about opportunists? Man, that boy jumped on an opportunity and was willing to do whatever he had to do. He signed a contract to fight George Kambosos twice in his country. In the first fight, he took less just to solidify the fight, just to get the fight. And he whooped that trick. Figure of speech. That's the like button. So whoop that like button when y'all tap in. And he beat him. The next fight, he said he wasn't going to do it again. You know, it's ways to get out the contract. You know, even though in the contract, he's supposed to fight him in a rematch. To get out that fight, he could say, you know what, I'm vacating the belts. But guess what? He already had made history, so it wouldn't really matter. But if the money was there, he would still take that fight because you beat him once, you should be able to beat him again. In this country, it ain't like you ain't been there before and you didn't, you know, and you didn't win. You won. Now, this time, hopefully, his dad won't have problems getting in their country. So, yeah, I can't wait. October 15th, we got some great fights. In 3 days, we got, on the same day, we got Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall. On the undercard, we got Alicia Baumgartner versus Meyer. We got Deontay Wilder versus his hand-picked opponent. And then we got George Kambosos. We got Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. And then in November, a month after that, we got this fight, the big fight. We got Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Let me rewind that. We got Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Stop it. Finally. Finally it's going down. How long? Not long. And man, you know, I might change my mind on who I might think gonna win after I see the all access. Because, you know, I might see some about Terence Crawford. He might look bigger. He might look stronger. They might show him knocking out heavyweights. I might say, ooh, hold on. Hold on. You know, Errol Spence might, might not look as strong. He might look like he done lost too much weight. Who knows? Anything can happen. You know? That's why if I was to bet, I would only bet. I would only bet if I know for sure. If I'm in camp, if I see what's going on, or I might have the inside scoop because I know Terence Crawford's trainer, personally. Got his number in my phone. So, I might be invited to camp, might go to camp, take a few pictures or videos, and I might not be able to post them, but I can tell you what's going on. You feel me? Or I might be able to post, a little bit of the training. That's what I think I'm gonna start doing though. Start, kicking it with the trainers, or the fighters, and go to camp and just get a little footage and bring it back and post it, I gotta get more in depth. I gotta give you more K9 boxing of what I can do or the pool that I have. I don't take advantage of all the pool I got because I be so busy here, As a family man with kids and married, you only can do so much. But yeah, today is Thursday. We 2 days away from the big fight. Canelo Alvarez, better known as Cinnamon. Man, I think he about to end Triple G's career. I just hope, really, I pray that Triple G, can hold his own. And that it's just a good fight. And that neither man gets seriously hurt. Because you can get hurt real bad, man, in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it's the big game, when it's the big boys, when it's the money involved, when it's the heavy hitters, and when it's personal. And it's personal, bro. They don't like each other. I mean, for real. I think that seriously, real talk, I think that and Triple G is a good dude, but I think that Canelo Alvarez has gotten under Triple G's skin, and Triple G really want to inflict some serious pain on Canelo Alvarez. I really feel that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford really don't like each other, and they want to prove that they're the better fighter. Real talk, I think that Terence has more respect for Errol than Errol has for Terence. I think Errol feels that he really can beat Terence and that he gonna walk him down and give him that work. And I think Terence really he knows that he got to be on 10 to win that fight. I just think that Errol feel like my pressure is gonna be enough. And if he go out there and look like he did or make a mistake like he did against Ugas, then he gonna lose. You can't make no mistake with one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world and think you're gonna be able to get away with it. But once again, if you go look at their last opponents, Errol Spence's last opponent was Ugas, who's a real big dude and who just retired Manny Pacquiao. I think that win with Errol Spence versus Ugas and coming off eye surgery was a better win than Terence Crawford beating Sean Porter. Sean Porter was going to retire after that fight anyway, and I believe that he was, he was already, kind of beat up a little bit from the fight he had with Errol Spence. Because after you fight Errol Spence, you're never the same. You see the face of Ugas after the fight between him and Errol Spence. You see what Errol Spence did to Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia was never the same. And after one or two fights, he was done. And he even lost to basically a journeyman. And it wasn't because the journeyman could beat him. It was because of what Errol Spence had did to him. Just like when I fought Bravo. I beat the brakes off Bravo. I whooped that trick. Whooped that. And that's the like button. And make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications. But I beat the brakes off Bravo, man. I beat that boy like he stole something. He was never the same. And Floyd Mayweather told me, he said, look, K9, he said, Berto, had your leftovers. Because, man, I beat the brakes off him. He was never the same. So he went longer. He fought 8 rounds, 7, 8 rounds with me. Berto got him out of there 2, 3 rounds. So you would think that Berto got him out of there faster than me, but he was already beat up. He wasn't the same fighter. The same as Roy Jones. When Roy Jones got knocked out by Antonio Tarver, you know, Glenn Johnson had an easier fight with Roy Jones because he was already beat up. He was never the same, you know. So you would think that was all Glenn Johnson. No, but that was all Antonio Tarver. And Glenn Johnson was able to benefit from it. So that's the good thing you get when you come to this channel. You talking about real boxing. You talking about a real boxer. You talking about a former 2-time world champ. Let me rewind that. You talking about a former 2-time world champ. It's me. That's who. The champ, y'all. Real talk. Tell them again. Ain't no former lightweight stopping Errol Spence. Ooh, my man say, dog, that's my man's in them. I got Crawford. KO, he a straight killer. But like I say, keep your money in your pocket. Don't bet on the fight. Because I don't want you to be mad. And cats been getting hurt, man, betting lately, you know? A cat tried to rob a dice game and got lit up. Keep y'all money in y'all pocket, man, because everybody can't deal with losing. Real talk. And the love of money is the root of all evil. That's why I don't bet, period. Listen, we gonna bet for push-ups. Or a dinner or lunch, or $20 at the most. I'm not about to really bet nobody. Even if I know I'm gonna win. It ain't that serious. I don't want to get into a habit of betting. At the end of the day, neither fighter really loses. They both making millions. You hear me? I'm telling you, they might be in the hospital sitting right next to each other. Talking about some, boy, good fight, boy, man, good fight, boy. We about to eat. What you buying tomorrow? I'm about to buy me a Lamborghini. What you buying? I'm about to get me a Porsche. Bentley. Okay. Man, they eating, y'all. No fighter really loses. You hear me? Long as they still on earth, ain't in no coma, they can still talk. Unlike some fighters, they good. You see, Floyd Mayweather always brag about he has all his faculties. He can still talk. He left out of here with all his brains intact and made millions. I think a lot of people bought pay-per-view. Same reason why they bought it when Muhammad Ali was fighting, because they wanted to see him lose. Because all you do is talk. They wanted him to lose so bad. And that's what probably gave him fuel and fire to win. Because he knew they wanted to see him lose. So he kept winning. I think the best thing and the worst thing at the same time that happened to Floyd is when they robbed him in the Olympics. He said he never going through that ever again. And he didn't. Yeah, I agree. I can't wait. I'm excited and happy. Boxing is where it's supposed to be. And now fighters are eating like never before. Oh yeah, real talk. If I don't know nothing else, for sure I know boxing. And my face ain't on the screen, y'all, because, you know, my eyes like I'm a little sleepy. So I don't want y'all to look at me like, oh man, he tired, you know. You can't tell because I'm up. You hear me? I get sharp later in that night. When I'm tired, I'm sharper. I ain't really tired, though. I'm up. Talking about the greatest sport in the world. And they say you can't play boxing. Well, how in the heck is Jake Paul fighting whoever he want to fight? He pulled out the fight against Hakeem Rockman Jr. because he know he's about to get spanked. And said, oh, man, he's too big. Like, come on, man. No cap. We just thought they had an easy one. Try to get him to lose weight at the last minute and thought he wasn't going to be in shape and couldn't do it. But then when he could do it, it was like, ooh, man, we done bit off more than we can chew. Stop it. It's over. And you see what happened. That boy pulled out the fight. I ain't finna fight Anderson Silva. Talk to him, champ. Sterling, talk to him, Ponzo. And who y'all rolling with? Team Spence or Team Crawford? Huh? I might have to quit saying I'm rolling with Errol Spence and just say, you know what? Let y'all tell me who y'all rolling with. Beyond above media said, I'm rolling with Bud. Is that because you smoke Bud? Huh? Are you messing with the Bud? Leave it alone. Me too. I used to smoke Bud too. Not anymore. He's just too good. Oh man, that's what that rapper said about the other rapper. Don't say that. Stop it. Well, it's going down. It's supposed to be what, November 19th? I hope they keep the date. November 19th. You already know it's going to be in Vegas. Now, in this right here, thumbnail, Terence Crawford looked more serious. He was like, hey, look, I'm not playing. I'm for real. And we should show really how big Errol Spence is, because we got Terence Crawford covering Errol Spence, so you can't see how really big Errol Spence is. Errol a big dude. I don't know if you ever saw him in person, but he got size on him. Oh, one love, brother. One love. Yeah, both of them a different breed, if you ask me. Man, both of them are different breeds, bro. In this day and era, both of them are on a whole nother level. Hey, listen, Terence Crawford got his own style. Errol Spence is like a throwback fighter, if you ask me. He wouldn't fight any and everybody. Terence is the same, but I think he was being held back. He was on a leash. You know, now he's unleashed. He's not with Bar Aram anymore. And now we can make the big fights. Now we're going to see, finally, Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. I'm excited, bro. Boxing need this fight right here. Man, boxing need it. It would actually make up for, well, then again, probably won't. But, you know, maybe we'll kind of, you know, look past that fight or not think about it as much. I'm talking about the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight. If this one take place, if they fight in their prime. I don't know, man. Styles make fights. You never know. He might be able to do good against Jamil Charlo. Styles make fights. I think it's the size when it comes to Terence Crawford. Not just the height, because he has the height, but is he naturally strong? Well, no, is he naturally big? Is he naturally physically strong? Because he probably strong. He probably can lift some weights, you know. But is he physically strong, you know? Henry, you might be on to something, champ. Oh, yeah, Al Heyman. He been putting on the biggest and best fights. Man, this fight, I wish this fight would have took place in the summer. And they could have had a rematch in the winter. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like they say, better late than never. But the big fight is this weekend. We'll get to this fight sooner than later. It'll be a build-up. They're probably looking for sponsors right now. They can cover the purses because these guys are going to demand money. And so even before they fight, we still going to have Deontay Wilder back in the ring, Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall in the ring. Grudge match. You know, they fought each other in the amateurs. So Clarissa Shields is looking to get revenge because she lost her only fight in a boxing ring against Savannah Marshall in the amateurs. Then we got the rematch between Devin Haney and George Kambosos on the same day. So it's a lot of scrapping coming up. Right now, Errol Spence. Oh, you know what? Hey, so he can wrestle real good, but you know, they don't let you do all that holding in boxing. They'll say break. You get a point took if you get the wrestling and boxing. But that's a good point though. Canelo, my man's in them. I'm rolling with Cinnamon, but I hope Triple G win. Big difference on who I think gonna win and who I want to win. Yeah, that's right. Yep, I agree. I think, to be honest with you, even though Mayweather built Tank's brand and helped him out a whole lot, I think Mayweather was holding Tank back. I think Tank wanted to fight the best, but Mayweather gave him the blueprint that he had. No, you fight guys with names, but who passed their prime. And Tank probably wasn't feeling that. Like, I want to fight whoever want to fight me. They got a big name, long as the money right. So now that Tank is no longer being promoted by Floyd Mayweather, even though Floyd is going to probably promote some of his fights, it's going to look like he's still being promoted by Floyd. He's really a free agent, and he's being advised by Al Heyman. Under the Muhammad Ali Act, Al Heyman is the manager, the promoter, and the manager, and the advisor. But in the Muhammad Ali Act, he can only be the advisor. But they're going to use Mayweather as a promoter because Mayweather was the one that promoted him, and Mayweather is respected by lots of people. They don't want to get no friction or no arguments or no debating or no, talking about why he leave Floyd and that was the wrong thing and we won't like him no more. And so he keep the same fans Floyd had and he had while still doing business with Floyd under the radar or make it seem like he's doing business with Floyd even though he really ain't. Al Heyman a smart man. Yeah, real talk. For real. And y'all make sure y'all tap in. Y'all whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. You know it's the like button, man. Whoop that trick, y'all. We all we got. Hit the like button. Yeah, very smart. Me, that's who. Or are you talking about Al Hammond? A lot of people on here are knowledgeable. I like the fans of boxing. I like Team K9. The dog pound in the building. Where my dog's at. Arr, arr, arr. Let's go, champ. A bark, a bite, an overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. And so far, we had over 1,000 views, but we only got 42 likes. Stop it. Man, y'all make sure y'all whoop that trick, which is the like button, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit it with a hard left hook. Hit it with a double jab. And make sure you breathe when you do it. You know, you be hearing the guys on TV and they be going like this. You gotta punch. You gotta breathe when you punch. Makes the punches faster. A little game for your brain. Yeah, a little game for your brain. Man, I hope Triple G, hey, listen. For Jonathan Banks' sake, and Jonathan Banks, the big homie, listen, that's my dog. So I'm pulling for him. I want him to win. And I ain't got to get a penny for it. But just because I grew up with him in a boxing gym and sparred with him and we shared the same house, we stayed at one of Emmanuel Stewart's training camp houses together. Man, I'm happy for him. I want to see him successful. Get that bread, champ. I got a couple of tough fights. One fight I took on a 3-week notice and lost 36 pounds against Joy Julio. Fight that I lost. When I fought Basagorov, even though I beat him in Germany, oh my goodness, probably was the toughest fight I had. That's when I won and beat him and became the number 2 mandatory for Corey Spinks. Man, Chris Smith, boy, he had my eyes swole. So I gave myself the name, the Black Rocky. Yeah, because boy, I put on for the fans. I gave it as much as I took it. And Jamal Charlo, fighting him with a bruised rib. I remember sparring with Anthony Durrell and that caught with a good body shot. I didn't see it. Stop it. Went into that fight, half man, half amazing. Lost my title, but I'm still the oldest German weight world champion of all time. Stop it. At the age of 41. Whoop that trick. Let's go, champ. Anybody can get it. A bark, a bite. This Friday, somebody going, no, this Saturday, somebody going, night, it's over. Man, I hope Triple G win. For real. Let's go, General. You see who he rolling with. MD 117, what it do, champ? What it do? I'm rolling with the truth, bro. I roll with a lie when I can roll with the truth. Huh? Talk to me. And I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. It's official. Let me read what's been said about the fight. How about that? Let's read what's been said about the Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. So, this is what was said. A fight to decide the first undisputed welterweight champion in more than a decade is finally within reach. BoxingScene.com has learned that talks between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford have resulted and both fighters agreeing to terms in principle. The matter is now in the hands of their respective legal teams to button up final details with hopes that a deal will be signed. Stop it! So it ain't signed yet? That a deal will be signed by both parties in the coming days. Once finalized, the welterweight super fight is expected to headline a November 19th pay-per-view event from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. According to multiple parties familiar with such talks, the matchup, date, and location have been speculated, and in behind closed doors, that's right, negotiations for the past several months, the most significant process of progress was made this week. In respective for Crawford, 38-0 with 29 knockouts. Let me rewind that. 38-0 with 29 knockouts. A promotional free agent agreed the last round of terms presented by the legal team represented by Spence, who was 28-0 with 22 knockouts. Let me rewind that. 28-0 with 22 knockouts. And premier boxing champions, hashtag PBC, including his guaranteed purse and revenue split. ESPN.com boxing insider Mike Compinger was the first to report the latest development. Representatives from PBC declined comment. Several representatives claim to lack awareness of any such progress made, though at least 3 parties familiar with the situation were confident of the event moving forward. It has yet to be confirmed whether Showtime or Fox Sports will carry the PPV event, pay-per-view event. Showtime is the front runner and the expected platform, though BoxingScene.com has learned that Fox Sports, to which PBC is contractually bound to deliver a certain number of pay-per-view events per year, is prepared to aggressively bid. That's right, it's a big fight, y'all. They're willing to bid aggressively to secure the event. Spence will defend his unified WBA, Super WBC, IBL titles, while Crawford puts the WBO title on the line in a bid to become a 3-division lineal champion. The switch-hitting pound-for-pound entry from Omaha, Nebraska, claimed true championship honors at lightweight and undisputed championship status at junior welterweight, before moving up to the 147-pound division in 2018. Crawford, the WBO title reign began with a 9th-round knockout of unbeaten Jeff Horn in June 2018. He has made 5 successful defenses, the last which came in 10-round knockout of former 2-time welterweight titleist Sean Porter last November and Mitchell Astra Arena in Las Vegas. The bout was his last under contract with Top Rank, having since filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Vegas-based promotional companies, citing breach of contract, including claim that they failed to make good on a promise to deliver a Spence fight. So Crawford been wanting that Spence work. Spence has held the IBF welterweight title since his May 2017 11-round knockout of Kell Brook on the road in Sheffield, England. The 30-year-old southpaw from Minnesota, Texas, has defended the belt 6 times, including separate wins to claim the WBC and WBA super titles. Spence won the WBC belt after defeating Porter view split in their September 19th unification bout, defending a green belt twice. His latest win came in April when Spence stopped Yordenis Ugas in the 10th round of their Showtime pay-per-view event, headliner from AT&T Stadium in Texas, Arlington, Texas. A Spence Crawford fight has been called for industry worldwide ever since Crawford's welterweight rival. The two met backstage in a November 2018 ESPN event in Oklahoma City. Spence accompanied Dallas native Maurice Hooker, who headlined the card in a 7-round stoppage of then undefeated, locally based contender Alex Sedata to defend his WBO junior welterweight title. The event became best remembered for the spirited verbal exchange between Spence and Crawford, who vowed to one day meet when the time was right. That a time appears to be now, or at least in the next 2 months. According to ESPN.com, the finalized deal will include a literal rematch clause for the loser to exercise. The clause is similar as to what was included in the February 2020 Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder rematch. Fury won via one-sided 7-round stoppage to claim the WBC and vacant lineal heavyweight championship, which was immediately followed by Wilder enforcing the contract clause for a third fight. The Fury-Wilder trilogy bout was twice postponed to injury and the pandemic, and then the subject of an arbitration hearing ruled in favor of Wilder. Fury went on to win by 11-round knockout last October 9th in what was universally hailed as the 2021 Fight of the Year. A rematch clause in Spence Crawford could create a mess after the near 17-year wait to crown the next undisputed welterweight champion. We had a undisputed welterweight champion 17 years. And the first in the full belt era. Emmanuel Stenenius, 14-0, 9 KOs, holds the WBA World regular welterweight title, and so far has twice agreed to step aside in allowing for the WBA super titleist Ugas and now Spence to enter unification bouts. It will be asking a lot to have him stand down for a third time, even as he was granted an undercard slot on Spence Ugas defeating Budovav to win his secondary title and is expected to land on the Spence Crawford undercard. Another agreement could be reached as Stanley's entire career has been showcased on PBC brand shows through the company's year-long relationship with Richard Schaefer. Stanley's promoter, Gerald Enos, is the IBF mandatory challenger, claiming the number one contender slot following the second-round knockout of Kusia Clayton on May 14th in Carson, California. A 25-year-old Philadelphia-bred welterweight has appeared on PBC shows in each of his last 5 starts, but is now directly signed with the company. His next fight date is not yet announced, though it is expected to be revealed once Spence Crawford is made official, as the championship bout status has left several others in a holding pattern. Virgil Ortiz is number one contender both with the WBA and the WBO, and is the mandatory challenger for Stanley's version of the WBA title. As reported by boxing.com earlier Thursday, Ortiz has pensioned the WBA to have his mandatory status enforced with hopes of facing Stanley's next and before year ends. That said, any concerns over whether the belts will remain together following the outcome of Spence Crawford, and less important or significant that the fight itself finally making its way to the schedule for the first time in 4 years. That day is expected to arrive very soon. So there we have it, y'all. So it ain't official, but we close. General said, hit the like button, y'all. That's right, champ. Talk to him. Oh, yeah, Detroit is in the building for sure. Detroit versus everybody, bro. Real talk. Real talk. So, yeah, it's not 100% done yet, y'all. But we at 75. Or maybe 80. The small details, I believe. I got to call my hitters, my homies, to see what's really happening. Yeah, we close, though. Definitely Boost is up next. Real talent. Kind of remind me of Terence Crawford. Real good fighter. Yeah, real good fighter. You know how they say, he too good for his own good. Yep, that's what he is. As of right now, I don't think Errol Spence or Terence Crawford can really get up for him because he's talked about by a lot of people, fans, media, you know, but he hasn't really done anything. Like, he hasn't won a belt yet. You know, and people talk about, oh man, belts collect dust. Bro, belts collect checks. No fighter has ever made millions of dollars other than Jake Paul and Conor McGregor, who actually played the game. But like, real fighters have never won money or made money until they've won a belt. Now, if you won the Olympics, you might sign a promotional contract with a promoter. You might get $1 million. You might get less than $1 million. But to get that real bread, you got to win a belt, bro. It's been like that since day one. And ain't nothing changed, champ. Oh, yeah, appreciate you, General. You all we got. Hashtag dogs are us. Let's go, champ, for sure. Word them up. Oh, wow. Where you at, General? 5:48 a.m.? Man, where you at in United Kingdom? You in a UK, champ? 12:42 a.m. over here where I'm at. Yeah, I think that's where you at, in the UK. United Kingdom in the building. One of my favorite countries. I fought in the United Kingdom, man, and had a great time there. Oh, yeah, I like it over there. Y'all got a great country. Hopefully the queen was, saved and she's resting in peace. God for you, who could be against you? I appreciate you staying up for me, bro. 5:45 a.m. Are you just getting up? Or are you about to go to sleep? I'm over here eating grapes, drinking good juice. I just crushed a bag of popcorn. Popcorn good for you. Got that fiber in it. And look at Errol Spence's face from a thumbnail. See how big you look? His face is like he got two faces compared to Terence Crawford, one face. Look at his neck compared to Terence Crawford neck. So who you think can take a better punch? I hope you're right, boy. Them Lions, boy. Them Detroit Lions. And Errol a lion, boy. You hear me? Hashtag dogs are us, my dog. I tell you, boy, Terence Crawford better get some respect. Because he don't want Errol Spence walking him down the whole fight. Yeah, he gotta get some respect. It's gonna be a hard fight. What's up, Johnny Blaze? Johnny Blaze. So you Johnny Blaze, you definitely going with Bud. For real. Or you rolling with Errol Spence? I don't know. We can say Spence is that good. Oh, Johnny, you a smart man. I say power, strength, Errol Spence. Skills, elusiveness, Terence Crawford. Motivation, I say it's a draw. Um, Sharpness, since Errol Spence just recently fought, I would say Errol gonna be sharper. Um, Better chin, shoot, I think I don't know. That might be a draw too. But Terence Crawford might have a better chin. He got rocked only one time I could think of. I don't know. That might be a draw too. Yeah. You said Bud, though, he got that Mike Tyson anger. I don't know about all that. No, y'all. How long? Not long. I thought when they said it was going to fight, it was going to probably be in January or something. They said November. So we get a Christmas gift before Christmas, huh? Just in time for Christmas. I'm surprised they're not fighting in Texas, in the Texas Dome. But then I guess that'll be biased and I'd be in favor of Errol Spence. They could have fought in a neutral zone. They could have fought. I mean, I think they changed the name from the Staples Center to something else. Could have fought there, fight in the stadium. But Vegas is always known for throwing the biggest fights. They got the biggest budget. I mean, just think about it. Those casinos make at least $1 million a day. Let me rewind that. At least $1 million a day. They filthy rich. I think the casinos got as much money as General Motors and Ford. Now Ford, like the motor company, the motor company, car motor companies. Oh man, they got that bread. Anytime you can borrow $1 billion from the government and pay it back, wow. Casinos got money like that too. They ain't gonna give you, you know what I'm saying, more than they gonna get from you. I ain't gonna sleep. I ain't gonna figure speech. I ain't gonna sleep on Terence Crawford as far as winning. You got a good chance. Then another thing, we don't know how Errol Spence eye gonna hold up, you know. Yeah, he was in a car accident, man. His body could break down at any time. So who knows if he gonna be the same Errol Spence he was in the last fight or in the fight with Mikey Garcia or Danny Swift Garcia. Who knows? Now Uga's fight, he did get caught one time, you know. He made a rookie mistake. You know, we all make mistakes, but hey, you can't make that same mistake against Terence Crawford. You might pay. So hopefully he learned this lesson. That really was a rookie mistake. I mean, you would think someone with the experience that he has, he would have never made that kind of mistake. But word on the streets is that Errol Spence did give it to Floyd. I don't think Floyd was in his prime at the time, but anytime you can give Floyd that work, even if it's inspiring to get out here, you know, and Floyd was actively fighting at that time, you know, and he didn't want to brag about what he had did out of respect for Floyd. But then Floyd don't got the respect for the fighters that came before him. Talking about he TBE. I mean, man, let everybody else say that, you know. One person got away with that, and people didn't say too much about it, or either they hated on it, was Muhammad Ali when he said, "I am the greatest." You know, he stood for a lot of things. Wasn't about just him. He ain't had no strip club, you know. But it is what it is, you know. Free will. Yeah, but as of right now, I'm definitely rolling with Errol Spence. That's just as of right now. But you never know. Like I say, I might change. Like the weather. We was just in summer. That quick, we have fall. Winter be here in no time. I bet you that fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford gonna seem like it's taking all day. Watch. Winter got here quick though. Summer was over. Quick. Came and went. The fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, oh man, I wouldn't be surprised if they postpone the fight on purpose. Say, oh, somebody got hurt. Just to get themselves more time, people can get more, you know, more glued to the table or glued to social media or get anxious and want to pay more for pay-per-view and, you know, get more sponsors. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of doo-doo in the game for sure. A lot of doo-doo in the game. And time. They say you can't play boxing. Stop it. Yes, you can. Yep. You definitely can play boxing. I know how to play the game. The truth. Errol Spence, Southpaw killer. So it's gonna be Southpaw versus Southpaw. Because you know Terence Crawford will be fighting Southpaw, even though he might be orthodox. He fight most of his fights at Southpaw. So who you think is a better Southpaw? I think Errol Spence is a better Southpaw because I think he's really a Southpaw. I think that Terence Crawford can just fight real good at Southpaw. So I wonder who Errol Spence will be sparring with to get ready for a Terence Crawford. He can call me. I got my son who good. Give him some good work. He fights Southpaw. He can switch up. Orthodox or Southpaw. So, find out. But the fight gonna be won in the gym. Yeah, that's when the fight gonna be won in the gym. gonna be one in the gym or either lost it. Either or. And when y'all tap in, y'all make sure y'all whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. And that's the like button. Okay, so Golovkin said that it's ridiculous to retirement talks. He said confirmed third Canelo fight is the end of a DAZN deal, not the end of his career. Eddie Hearn is breaking down the latest on Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. I don't know why Anthony Joshua just didn't take the fight with Tyson Fury 2-3 fights ago. I mean, he could have got way more money. People would have gave him a better chance at winning. I mean, now they don't even give him a chance at all. And Tyson Fury, man, listen. You know how big that fight is, and he know that Anthony Joshua don't have the same hunger or the same momentum. He might be a little gunshot, so he jumping on that fight right away. Why wouldn't he want to fight Usyk, who just won twice in a row and got a belt? Because the bigger fight is Anthony Joshua. That's why. Make it make sense. That's all we do is make it make sense. It's just crazy though how, Mike Tyson and Sugar Ray Robinson and Tommy Hearns and Marvin Hagler and Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman and Bar Arum and Don King and Jack Johnson and Rocky Marciano and Manny Pacquiao and Canelo Alvarez and Deontay Wilder and K9 Cornelius Bundrich has paved the way for these fighters to make the money they make in a day. Shout out to the Contender. Season 2. That's right. These fighters are making big time money, bro. You hear me? Enough money to buy a neighborhood. Man, I'm happy for them. You putting your life on the line, you deserve to get what you negotiate. You feel like you're worth millions of dollars? You're worth millions of dollars. I couldn't believe that what Dana White has said, and he said that fighters are being overpaid, boxers. Stop it! Only reason why he said that because he's underpaying his fighters. And majority of his fighters, they want to jump into the boxing ring. They know that's where the money at. Like, why am I getting kicked in the face? And I could just get hit in the face, and it's not as hard as a kick, but I can make more money. At the same time, I don't have to worry about elbows and headbutts and slammed on my head. Man, now I might not have the same amount of fans. My bank account will be a lot fatter. So I want to be a boxer now. He like, oh man, let me say something about this. The boxers are being overpaid. Because all his fighters, from Anderson Silva and Conor McGregor, and even the other fighter who just fought, Nate Diaz, they talking about boxing now. They know that's where the real money at. If you're making $2 or $3 million in the UFC, flip over or switch over to boxing, you will triple that, double that, quadruple that. In the ring with Jake Paul or Floyd Mayweather or Canelo Alvarez, you're going to quadruple what you get paid in the cage in a UFC fight. That's why the UFC fighters are trying to get in the boxing ring. Now, only the women in boxing are trying to get in the UFC because at that time, women weren't making that money like that. That's why Clarissa Shields, she switched sides. She got in the UFC and took her first loss because she ain't no UFC fighter. But she wanted to expand her brand. She wanted to get that money that I feel like she deserved. And chances make champions. At the same time, you can mess around and, come up short. And even though she came up short, she got paid and gained a whole nother fan base. At the end of the day, her record in a boxing ring was still undefeated. So I heard that she's fighting again in a cage on a UFC fight in November. Excuse me, yeah. So it ain't over. She's trying to get all the money she can. And she's engaged, so who knows how long she gonna fight. She probably gonna try to get as much money as she can and call it a day and live happily ever after. Oh yeah, James Toney made $500,000 for that fight though. Tapped out, but he tapped in. 500,000. JCR97, what's up, champ? There you go. You already know what it is. When you making millions, you can be done for the year. Fighters make so much money, some fighters don't fight till once every 2 years. In a boxing ring, has to be tapping in for real. Styles make fights though. No matter if you're in the UFC, no matter if you're in a boxing ring, styles make fights. And whoever got the best style, gonna win. Styles make fights in a fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. And whoever imposed their will, have the better strategy, whoever know how to make adjustments, will win a fight. And I'm calling it ace to ace and a spade to spade. I'm not counting either one of these guys out because one thing about both guys, they both winners. Neither one of them know anything about losing. And they're willing to go out on their shield to be victorious. Both guys believe in themselves. It's going to take one guy to show the other guy that, hey, I'm more of a champion than you. I'm a dog. You ain't a dog like me. I'm the best pound for pound, best fighter in the world. I'm number one. I'm number two to nobody. So we're going to find out real soon. Hopefully, because it looks like it's about to happen. And I'm super excited. And now I'm itching for this fight. Now, finally listen. I started thinking it wasn't going to happen. Because, no talks about the fight. Everybody just was on social media. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. But I hadn't heard nothing from websites or the promoters or the advisors or the media guys that be all in the information or got their ears to the streets. But nobody talking about nothing. Well, they was talking about everything but Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Talking about the girls fighting. You're talking about who Tyson Fury gonna fight, who Tyson Fury ain't gonna fight. If he retired, if he coming back, if he fired his trainer, if he got a new trainer. It's just talk. Mayweather is finna fight in another exhibition. Jake Paul about to fight Hakeem Rodman Jr. Psych. Jake Paul finna fight Anderson Silva. On KSI, just fought somebody. Football players fighting each other. Matter of fact, I got a fighter who I train He played for the Detroit Lions. Well, he used to play for the Detroit Lions. He might be fighting against Pac-Man. Forgot his last name, but Pac-Man Jones. So NFL football player versus NFL football player. So remember I told y'all that before it reaches the media. See, you tap into K9 boxing, you just never know what you might learn. All kind of stuff going on behind closed doors. You just never know. And before Christmas, a lot of more shocking news in the boxing game. Going to be on front surface. It's going to blow your mind, but you're going to be excited. I think it's going to be in the lightweight division. I think Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney going to either fight. Gervonta Davis said as long as the money right, he'll fight Cruz again too. So I'm looking for one of them guys to fight each other. You know, Devin Haney versus Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson said he's moving up in weight and he's looking to take on whoever. He said, "Yeah, I'm up next." He said, "I'm about to move up." So it's about to get mighty interesting. And he got the style to beat any of them. So yeah, styles do make fights, and we're about to find out for real what it is. I don't know, man. Wilder versus Usyk. I might go with Wilder because Usyk is the southpaw, and the southpaw killer is that right hand, and Wilder got one of the best right hands in boxing history. You might be right. I know in the fight he had, his last fight he had, he didn't look that good. So I don't know. Styles make fights. I think any of them guys can win on any given Saturday or Sunday. Depends on when they fight. Could be on a Friday night fights like on ESPN. So yeah, all them guys good. All of them. I just hope they don't wait too long to fight each other. If they don't out the way. I think the reason why we got the fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford that's probably going to happen this year is because Errol Spence cannot continue to hold that weight. So he can't wait till next year. It's now or never because he's a big dude and he can't stay down at welterweight no longer. It's now or never. And since the money is there, it's now. That's right. At K9 Boxing. The show. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. It's K9 Boxing. Let's go, champ. We all with. Man, y'all whooped that trick, man. Y'all still on this boy with me. 107 a.m. Eastern time. Let's go, champ. Who y'all rolling with? Huh? We got a few on here that say Terence Crawford. Seems like so far we got more Al Heyman. I mean, we got more Errol Spence. Man. So a lot of people think Errol Spence gonna win. Majority on here feel that way. But before Errol Spence's last fight, majority of the fans are rolling with Terence Crawford. You can't judge a person by their last performance all the time. It's like if they don't fight each other next and Terence Crawford go and knock somebody out, they're gonna say Terence Crawford. They don't fight next and Errol Spence go out there and knock somebody out, they're gonna say Errol Spence. And you just gotta know boxing. And you just gotta take a pick because this is a toss-up. Anybody can get it. We got 52 likes. And y'all hit that like button. Share the video. Hit Facebook and Instagram. See, we almost at 50,000 subscribers now, too. So appreciate y'all for subscribing to the channel. We done came up, boy. Last month, I think we had 8,000 new subscribers. So shout out to the dog pound. Arr, 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 arr. What's up, champions? Appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, Al Heyman a bad man. You got champions everywhere. Everywhere. And that's real talk. I think you're right about that. You might go to 160. Depends on where the money at. For real, for real. Man, hard work pays off. I think last year this time, man, we might have been at 19,000 subscribers or 20. I can't remember, but I know we had 46,600. And counting. We're going to find out, champ. Yeah, Spence got to get in on the inside. Oh, I appreciate you, Flossy Sports TV. We all we got, champ. In case you don't know who I am, I'm K9 Cornelius Bundridge. Google me. Remember that song, Sprinkle Me, man? Google me, man. 2-time world champ. The oldest in German weight boxing history. Let's get it. Hashtag dogs at us. Make sure you hit the notifications too. Welcome to K9 Boxing. Oh. Yeah. My man's in them. Dog. That's my man's in them. And I can't wait to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight. That's going to be like a throwback fight. The best fight I ever saw was Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns 1. And I don't know if no other fight can ever pass that fight. But, man, in the 20th century, in 2022, I'm going to get up for this fight like as if it was the Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns 1 fight. I'm looking at it to be that kind of fight on a real high level, because you got to remember the athletes nowadays are more athletic than the fighters back then, because it's just so much out here that you can use to make yourself a better fighter or be in better shape. I mean, we have evolved. We have gained more experience on things, that we can have access to be able to, become physically stronger, jump physically higher, punch physically harder. Just so much that we got that fighters back in the day didn't have. So, yeah. I'm excited, y'all. And I don't get excited that much. I'm more of a chill type guy. You feel me? But for this fight, I'm excited. Because somebody gonna go. And I hope ain't nothing fishy happening in this fight. I hope it don't be no headbutt, man, and the fight getting stopped in the first round. I mean, when people are trying to win as bad as I don't know what, strange things happen. I remember fighting a guy named Rory Foreman, and he thought I was going to be an easy fight. And once he realized that I was better than what he thought I was, man, he ran in with his head, tried to headbutt me. He was trying his best to get out the fight. And it backfired on him, because he ended up getting cut. Trying to headbutt me and cut me, backfired on him. He ended up getting cut. And the fight got stopped. And it was ruled a no decision. Yeah, but, that was some dirty stuff going on, bro. You hear me? If I'm mandatory to fight for the number 2 spot, well, I'm number 2 and I'm mandatory to fight Corey Spinks, and why do I got to fight for the number 1 spot when I'm already mandatory to fight for the championship? Because there ain't no number 1. But at that time, I didn't know the game. But guess what? I know the game now. It's going to help my son, little K9. That's right. You reap what you sow. If you don't learn, that's on you. So I kept my head to the streets. I learned the game. And now I could be a good advisor to somebody. I could be a great manager, great trainer. Yes, I'm the jack of all trades, man. Praise God. I know a lot in the sport of boxing because I've been in this boy a long time. Hashtag dogs us. I won my first world title at the age of 37. Let me rewind that. I won my first world title at the age of 37. Lost my title. I got robbed with no gun. I fought a guy named Ishai Smith in Detroit on Showtime. Floyd Mayweather had just signed a contract with Showtime. They gave that man $200 million. Let me rewind that. They gave Floyd $200 million. And then you know that the Golden Boy, who was promoting Floyd at the time, they wanted to give Floyd a belt. Floyd had just signed a deal with Showtime at the same time. You know, he had the biggest name in boxing. So they said, we're going to give Ishai K9. So they flew me and my family first class to Golden Boy's office. And Oscar said, I got 3 fights I'm offering you. You know, you can fight Alfredo Agulu. You can fight James Kirkland. Or you can fight Ishai Smith. We're going to give you $350,000. And you can fight him in Detroit. Stop it. I said, I'll take it. And then you know that Floyd Mayweather was disrespecting my wife. God, I'm glad I didn't see it, though, because I'd have told him a Sonic Temple up. But they was allowing this man to mess with my wife, man, to try to distract me, and it just was crazy. You can go Google and see it, man. The man was just and lost his mind. You know, some of the pictures don't look like they really look when you see them. It wasn't as bad as they looked. But yeah, man, it was, you know, it was crazy. But God is good because Ishai lost the belt. I got the belt right back. God is good, y'all. So you reap what you sow. Appreciate you, Cruz. He said, what's up, K9? First time on your live. Well, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. And for those that don't know, I know you don't probably know, the trick is the like button. So whoop the like button and left hook the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell, which is notification. So whenever I go live again, you already know I'm up. And thank you and appreciate you for tapping into the dog pound. Now, yeah, Beyond Above Media, I was on the Contender Season 2, where I won a bronze medal. And just in case y'all haven't saw the Contender, it's on this YouTube channel. Yep, Season 2. And the first episode of Season 2 of the Contender, I believe, was the best episode. As I said, the first should be last, and the last should be first. I remember that in the Bible. And I was the first one picked. No, I was the first one to fight. Let me rewind that. I was the last one to pick, first one to fight, the first one to win. And the first one to become world champ out of everybody on the season 2 Contender. Oh, yeah, it's a lot going on, champ. Oh, yeah. You ain't know I had a YouTube channel, though, huh? AC. Hey, Cruz, you just not found out that I had a YouTube channel? And how did you find out that I had a channel? Were you just going through the YouTube channel and I just popped up all of a sudden? Very interesting to know. Appreciate you, Johnny Blaze. Flossy Sports TV. Errol Spence. If you're talking about that fight, Errol Spence. Cruz, make sure you hit the notifications too, though, champ. We working tonight. I don't normally be up this late. 119 on YouTube. This might be a little record for me. 2 hours and 25 minutes. Now, when I'm doing a watch party, I'll be on that boy 6 hours sometimes. But 2 hours, 25 minutes, not commentating, just kicking the game. Oh, man, I'm feeling good tonight. Oh, okay. You said you popped up on the algorithm. Oh, that's good. I'm happy I did, man, especially you know who I am, so you already know what it is. I ain't no regular YouTuber. Real fighter, champ. Yeah. Sergio Mora, he a real dude, though. I had Sergio Mora on my show, about 3 weeks ago, a month ago. He doing good, too. He commentating for the zone. Good dude. Raymond Jackson say, man down. You already know he going with the truth. Okay, Marcy, baby. Yay. Yes, sir. I done commentated on Fox Sports before. I commentated recently at the Crunk Gym. Matter of fact, with the same commentator that PBC got named Ray Flores. I think it's Ray Flores. Then I flew out to Florida to commentate the fight. So I got a little experience in this commentating game. And I've been talking this boxing talk for a nice minute since the original Crunk days at the original Crunk Gym. So we all we got. Hashtag stop it. It's over. Now, what if Errol Spence was to knock out Terence Crawford? Would y'all be shocked? What if Terence Crawford was to knock out Errol Spence? Would y'all be shocked? If they're really fighting in November, will y'all be shocked? He said, nope. Anything can't happen. Hey, the can man, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Like I said, though, y'all make sure y'all whoop that trick. It's the like button, y'all. The notifications. Share my channel to Facebook, man. I know somebody y'all know me. Man, you remember K9? Yeah. From the Contender? Yeah, I remember him. He got a YouTube channel. Tell your friend about the channel I got. And majority of all the big fights, I always commentate them on my YouTube channel. The watch party. You can't show the fights. A lot of people don't know what watch party mean. Watch party mean that I'm watching a fight, I'm commentating, telling y'all what's happening. I do the breakdown. Y'all can watch it too. And just turn the volume down on your TV and let me go ahead and put my skills together. Tell y'all what I'm watching, what I see. Hernandez said Terence Crawford all day. Cruz say 50-50 fight. Or anybody can be touched, champ. Oh, appreciate you. Raymond Jackson. Oh, yeah, I'm still here, boy. They ain't, listen, one thing about me, I ain't going to go until I'm dead, champ. Until then, Lord willing, I'm going to be around. So, yeah, I got merch. I got the Facebook. I got the Instagram. I got the Twitter. Yeah, I'm verified on Twitter, so I'm out here still making moves. And I'm training probably about 100 people. I got fighters I'm training. I done trained Draymond Green. I train Kevin Saunderson, who played in the Batman, well, who actually made music. His music is in the new Batman movie. Even though Ben Askren lost to Jake Paul, I trained Ben Askren, so I'm getting a lot of guys together. And I got a son, 6'1", man. Oh, man, a beast. So where you get low to him, he going pro next year. Yeah, appreciate you though, Raymond. RJ, appreciate you, champ. Arr, 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 arr. Dogs are us. Urgh. That's a good question. It depends, Hey, it depends. It depends on how long it take for, a person I'm waiting on to sign what I asked for. When you talking about 20 million and you trying to get 22 million, you think, hey, 20 is good enough. No, if I can get 22, I'm getting 22. So if I say, nah, I want 22, and he be like, man, we'll give you 21. Like, nope, hey, 22. Well, we get 21 and a half. No, 22. So every penny count. Because a penny, when it comes to, millions, there's a lot of pennies involved. So, they say, watch the small print. Nowadays, boxing's so slick, you got to watch the big print because they know you're looking for the small print. So they put the big print in your face, thinking that you're looking for the small print. So you don't never even see the big print, and it's right in your face. So it's a dirty game. You got to watch it. I'm telling you, I understand the game. I've been doing this over 30 years. So, oh, yeah, and I'm good at contracts. You put a contract in my face, a boxing contract, me and SB, we going to look at it. We don't need a lawyer. And we going to look at it and say, oh, yeah, no, we ain't doing this. We doing this. Okay, let's scratch this out. Okay, let's add this. Oh, man, I done had contracts. Come on, man. I had Don King contracts, Oscar De La Hoya contracts, Al Heyman contracts, man. Floyd Mayweather contracts, man. And the list goes on and on. Manuel Stewart contracts. I done had contracts from the GOAT of the GOATs. So, yeah. Real experience right here on this channel. I ain't just know anybody, boy. You hear me? Oh, I done had the contender contracts too. So, a bark, a bite, a overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. Yours truly. Oh, yeah, Don King contracts. Boy, oh, boy. He got them contracts. For real. Ain't nothing funny about him either, boy. If you don't watch it, you will never get out of contract with Don King. But me, that's who I knew what to do. I can't tell y'all all my secrets. I can't tell. Some of them I got to keep to myself. The Bible says be slow to speak and fast to listen. Oh, yeah, you already know what it is. I got to do what I got to do. It's hard to say who my favorite fighter is at 135 because, man, all of them can fight. All the top guys, like Teofimo Lopez is good. Shakur Stevenson is good. Isaac Cruz, Devontae Davis, Devin Haney, all of them guys is good, man. A good number of fighters down there. I think I like seeing Tank Shakur Stevenson, even though Shakur Stevenson last fight, he didn't look that good, but I like seeing Tank. Tank always trying to knock you out. I like that. I was always like that. Go look at my fights. Either you going to get me, I'm going to get you. It wasn't purposely like that, but I was trying to get you out of there. And sometimes it backfired on me, But I've never been knocked out. A TKO is not a knockout. TKO means that, hey, maybe the ref said, that's enough. But to be sleep, never that. I'm too clever for that. God is just too good. And I appreciate him too for me not having to ever go out like that. It's not a good look. Hand down, man down. Real talk. So big news, man. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, they finally about to get down. And who y'all got winning? The big fight, though, that's about to come up, that's right around the corner. I'm talking about days away. Think about it. We passed 12 o'clock now, so we less than 1 day away. Matter of fact, the weigh-in is in about, 8 hours from now? Or 10 hours from now. About to have a weigh-in. So, this fight we should be talking about, I just had to break it down on who I think was going to win and why. Because the fight just got announced between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, but the fight that's happening right now, like within a day and a half, Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. And man, like I say, Jonathan Banks is the homie, one of my homeboys. We both were trained or managed by Emmanuel Stewart. We actually had a crib we shared together that Emmanuel Stewart had us in. We sparred with each other before and all that, and he trains Triple G now. So I got to root for Triple G because it's history there, But me rooting for Triple G and Triple G winning is two different stories. And, I want him to win because my homeboy is training him. But just because I want him to win don't mean he don't win. In my eyes, I just don't think he got it anymore. And he tried to switch his style up at the last minute. Like, if it ain't broke, you can't fix it. If you're good at knocking guys out or throwing bombs, then why all of a sudden you trying to box? I mean, ain't wrong with trying to box, but trying to be a boxer is two different things. You can box, but don't be trying to be a boxer. Because you can box don't mean you should try to be, I'm a box, but, I'm still going to lay them hands down. You hear me? I'm still going to get that respect. I'm still going to try to knock your head off, but to try to box like you Oscar De La Hoya or something, it's over, And that's something we can't do. Let me see what Cuz talking about. Yo, Cuz, what up? Cuz. Hello? Yeah, I think my cousin pocket dialed me. Yo, Cuz. Yo. Okay, that's good news because when somebody call you, especially a family member, at a weird time of the night, it's normally bad news. And he pocket dialed me by mistake, so that was good. Because I thought he was about to tell me somebody done died in the family. So, ooh, thank you, Jesus. I didn't want nobody to be calling me crying. Talk about somebody in the family just passed, so praise the Lord for that. Lots of talent out of Michigan. For sure, we got the greatest talent. And I'm not bragging, though, because God get the glory. But in one of the roughest cities or states in the world, we got the best fighters. One thing about Michigan is that you got to be a fighter. Just think about it. In Flint, they had dirty water, contaminated water, poisoned water for years. So you got to be a fighter. You got to know how to fight. You got to fight your way through poverty, through, poisonous water. And that's what made us tough. That's why we say Detroit versus everybody. So we got the greatest fighters in the history of boxing coming out of the great state of Michigan. We have Floyd Mayweather, better known as TBE, who's made more money than any other fighter in the history of boxing. And he's from my state. That's right, Michigan. We have the GOAT, greatest woman of all time, Clarissa Shields, out of my state. That's right, Flint, Michigan. She's holding it down, and she's a 2-time gold medalist. We have James Toney, one of the best defensive fighters of all time, former world champion, out of the great state of Ann Arbor. That's right, Michigan. We have the great Joe Louis. That's right, the great Joe Louis, out of Detroit, Michigan, better known as the Browns bomber, out of this great city of Detroit. That's right, Michigan. We have Tommy the Hitman Hearns. That's right, Tommy the Hitman Hearns, out of the east side of the great city of what? Detroit. We got Milton McCory. We got Cornelius K9 Bundrich. I'm a 2-time world champion, and I'm the oldest world champion in German middleweight history. Let me rewind that. I'm the oldest world champion in German middleweight history. Normally at 41 years old, it's over. But at 5'7", I won my second world title. That's right. And I was a fan favorite on the contender, bronze medal winner. So, yeah, Motown is in the building, big time. That's just a few of the world champions out of the city of Michigan. The list goes on and on and on. I mean, come on, man. We still ain't talked about Chris Bird, another world champion. First, I think, southpaw heavyweight champion ever. And we start talking about who just came through Michigan. Oh, man, we can go on and on and on. The list goes on and on and on. So I'm just calling an ace a ace and a spade, man. Hashtag dogs us. But yeah, we getting to it, y'all. Yo, Motown, man, we got a lot of things going on in Motown. So, and I'm not bragging, I'm just keeping it 100. We have the best singers, we have the best rappers, and we have the best boxers. We have out of Detroit, Michigan, Eminem, rapper, singer, out of Detroit, Michigan, Chris Rock. Now we can go on and on and on. We got, hold on, Smokey Robinson, Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson. Stop it. I mean, the list goes on and on. Marvin Gaye. Come on, man. Tommy Hearns. Oh, I forgot we got Anthony Durrell. We got Tony Harrison. We got, come on, I'm just keeping it going. Come on, man. We got, can't think of our gold medalists we had. Tate. There you go. Frank Tate. Gold medalist and world champ. So I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, boy. You hear me? And then Manuel Stewart tell you about a guy who never even won a belt. He died, with that bottle, man. That bottle ain't no joke. But Bernard with bad maze. Come on, man. Just so many of them, man, And then we have more world champions out of the Crunk Gym than any other gym in the history of boxing. There have been more world champions out of the Crunk Gym than any other gym in the world. Emmanuel Stewart was the GOAT when it came to training. Now, I'm just keeping it 100, man, So we on here talking facts. We over here kicking it real. You feel me? Love it or hate it. It is what it is. Truth be told. And yeah, Anthony Durrell about to fight Killer Plant. On the undercard of Deontay Wilder. Yeah, Emmanuel Stewart was the GOAT, boy. The last time Emmanuel Stewart was on TV, go watch the fight that I had against Corey Spinks. All you gotta do is push playlists and go watch the fight. Pull up Corey Spinks or pull up Spinks. You see the fight when I fought Corey Spinks on Showtime, a rematch. That was the last time Emmanuel Stewart was on TV. On Showtime in my corner. Rest in peace to my manager at the time. Yeah, okay, I was one of my best fighters. I got Emmanuel Stewart voice down pat. But yeah, I'm not in the mood for that right now. That's my man's in them. Oh, Philly Joe said he used to train out of the Crunk Gym. That's classic, bro. In the 80s. That was before my time, Bill Cosby. Wow. Yeah, that was before my time. But matter of fact, I stayed down the street from the original Crunk Gym, so I might have saw you. I used to go down there all the time. Oh, yeah, Edwin, it's K9, bro. It's the champ. Yeah. Cornelius K9 Bundridge. Yeah, make sure I hit the like button. Share the video, champ. Subscribe to my channel, Edwin. If you're new to the channel, my dog. No, Gerald McCullough wasn't from Detroit, but he fought out of Crunk Gym. You wanted to get that good work. You wanted to be around the best, train with the best, be around the best, fight the best, be managed by the best. You got to come to Crunks. Gerald McCullough fought out of Crunks. Won the world title out of Crunks. He was from Milwaukee. Yes, sir, Philly Joe. I beat you to the punch, champ. Edwin, what's up, though? You said K9. What's the question mark for? It's me. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. My signature punch. How you like a bobblehead. That's right. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Edwin, subscribe to the channel, brother. Subscribe to the channel. Told y'all we going live, man. Saturday, I'm doing a watch party. I'm going to cover the fight. I'm going to show my face. I'm like Al Heyman right now. You can't see me. Saturday, I'm going to show my face. I'm going to see the belts in the background. I almost knocked myself out just now. Oh, yeah, Mike Jackson. That's my dog. He actually came and bought some boxing gloves for me not too long ago. But yeah, Edwin, definitely. Subscribe to the channel. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button. It's going to say subscribe. And then hit the bell. It's gonna say notifications. And then when I go live, boy, you ain't gotta just be guessing it's just me. You gonna know it's me because you already a part of the team. You down with the dog pound. Let's go, champ. Yeah, tell Mike I said what's up. Mike been my dog. The next Michael Jackson. Another Michael Jackson. And Mike Jackson was a good fighter too, though. Now, never got a chance to do what he do, but good dude though, good Christian. Beyond Above Media, boy, you here. We ain't went nowhere, boy. Hashtag dogs are us. Y'all, we got y'all. So once again, who y'all got winning? Errol Spence or Terence Crawford? Huh? Talk to me. You got 60 likes, though. We should be at 70 likes by now. Oh, yeah, we all over, champ. Philly Joe, we everywhere, boy. You might as well say Jerry McCollum was from Detroit, though, because that's where he fought at. He wasn't from Detroit, but yeah, that's where he fought at. Early bird get the worm. We have to agree to disagree, Philly. Detroit versus everybody, Philly Joe Jones. No, 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 no. I don't know. The pound for pound list keep changing, so I don't know. I'm gonna say anyway, number one. Winner between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, number two. Probably Jamel Charlo, number three. Tyson Fury, if he's not retired, number four. I might say Usyk, number five. That might be my top five. Or maybe Benavidez, he a beast. Or Bivol, I don't know. I had to think that one out. Oh yeah, he number one for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Milton McCoy, Jimmy Paul, another world champ out of Detroit. Anyway, is the bad boy. Oh, you ain't lying at all. And what he did to Nino, stop it, man. Hashtag easy work. Well, let's get to 70 likes before we get off this board tonight, y'all. We at 60. Come on now. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Stop it. Let's go, champ. Yeah, Milton's still a cool guy. Billy Joe. Absolutely. Sugar Ray Robinson from Michigan. Let's go, champ. Come on. Hashtag dogs are us. Ain't no Philly shell. That came from Michigan. Floyd Mayweather and James Toney made it famous. So stop calling it the Philly shell. It was made in Detroit. I just call it a good defense. A lot of people do that nowadays. That's everybody's shell because everybody's trying to sell it. Tell them again, Philly. Tell them again. You know your history, don't you, Doc? Anyway, it's the bad boy. Man, is he? Nah, you can't sleep on him. No, no, no. Eddie Futch was good too. Yeah, he was. I think it's, man, hey, 50-50 fight, man. You just don't know who gonna win. I don't know. He trying to get as much money as he can, though, you know? If so, even a world title. But I think, he learned from messing that money up, and he taking it serious now. Should have been doing that in the first place. He did in the beginning, but, he's young, so he's entitled to make mistakes. Who hasn't? Eddie Futch, yes, another dog. You know his stuff. Eddie Futch. Rest in peace to Hutch, the jeweler. Man, Errol Spence gonna be coming forward all night. Terence Crawford gonna be sticking and moving. Down goes Frazier. Which one is Frazier and who goes down? Yep. Real talk. Y'all better listen to what Philly Joe Jones said. Tap in, my dog, more often. I've been going live a lot lately. Oh, yeah, I sparred Obakar. Obakar was a good fighter. Some say that he was the best fighter to never become world champ. Obakar. And he fought for 3 belts. He fought Peter Trinidad. A lot of people said Peter Trinidad had plasters on that day. Obakar and Ike Cortez. He lost to 3 world champions. 2 beasts, too. Oh, he better fight a lot better than he fought against Ugas. Because let me tell you something. Terence ain't going to play with him. One mistake, and it's over. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's true or not, Joy. I think people on the channel would disagree with that. With the last part. That's a rerun, son. You rapping, boy. Rerun, son. You know what I'm saying? Told you. People have their differences. We gonna set it like we got some class, though. The good thing, we be real professional on here. We can agree to disagree. Jay Smith. What's up, champ? Jay Smith. Oh, that's smart. That's good business. That's why I say it's going to be a big fight. They had a promo during the NFL tonight. I forgot the NFL even came on tonight. I forgot they come on Thursday night fights. Raymond telling y'all like it is. Super big. And that's true, Marcy. I agree. Both fights are big. That's right. Anytime you're making millions of dollars, you better know it. It's big. It's a capital B. Thank God I don't drink coffee like I used to. I'm just naturally amped. Who needs caffeine when you get natural energy? You substitute caffeine for ginseng. Oh, yeah, whatever it takes. I would be surprised if they did low pay-per-view numbers. I would be real surprised. They're going to do 1 million at least. I can guarantee they're going to at least do 1 million. Yeah, they're going to at least do 1 million. Yeah, Angel. That's word on the streets. That's the word on the streets, bro. I have too. You, me, and everybody else. If they could do it their way, if they could do like Mayweather and them did and keep winning and make people, want it and fiend for it and can get money off of it 5, 6 years from now, they would. But unfortunately, they both bigger than Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, they could always fight because they were not going to get too much bigger. They have little bones and they little dudes. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford are both big dudes. That's why Errol Spence is probably moving up after this year because he can't continue to hold that weight. And Terence Crawford, probably after a couple of fights, he going to have to move up because he's not no small dude himself. But the good thing is that he'll be able to pick and choose. No, they going to do more than 400 buys. We can bet 100 push-ups. Since I don't bet for money, we going to bet 100 push-ups. And they going to at least do 1 million buys. If they sign a contract and the fight really do happen, I ain't going to believe it until I see them at least do a press conference. They going to at least do 1 million buys. They going to do 1 million and something. They going to do more than 1 million buys. Anybody can lose in sparring, so I can believe it. Just because you can beat me in sparring don't mean you can beat me in a fight. Yeah, I remember we got on 16-ounce gloves and headgear. And it don't go on my record, so just never know. All right, yeah, we can bet 1,000 push-ups. But don't be ducking the push-ups now. You're going to have to DM me with proof every day. 250, 100, 200 push-ups a day. Just going to at least do 1 million buys. Now, I'm going to remember that too, though. Joey, I'm going to remember you said that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, you said they're going to do 400,000 buys. I said they're going to at least do 1 million. So, let's see. It's probably going to be a rematch that's already in the contract. So, whoever wins or whoever loses, they're going to want a rematch regardless. Unless they just dominated, somebody destroyed, then it's over. It's a done deal. Oh, here I already know what it is. Champ. I don't know, but I think you're going to have to sign a contract to get that fight. You're going to have to sign a 1 or 2 fight deal to get the fight for sure. Nope. They said this fight is they fighting in Vegas, bro. They fighting in Vegas. Oh, it's gonna be 1 million. It's gonna be 1 million pay-per-view buys. You know they're gonna put some Mexicans on the card because Mexicans gonna sell out. Because they got countries behind them. So they're gonna have a big card. You never know, they might have Gervonta Davis on the card. Come on, they're gonna have some big names on there. And it ain't gonna be all black fighters. They're gonna have, it's gonna be versatile. It's gonna be Mexicans, blacks. It's gonna be every country on there. Puerto Ricans. It's gonna be some big hitters. They gonna listen. They gonna try to get their money, and to get their money, they're gonna have to have people they can pay less to who got big names to be on the show. People that can draw big fights. They might have some rappers perform all kind of stuff. Yeah, I won't be surprised if it do 1 million. It's gonna do 1 million. Remember I told you. Oh yeah, this fight gonna grow their profile big time. No, it's so with Mercy. I can't even post that. That don't even make no sense. Oh yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be at though. Yep. That's exactly where I think the fight gonna be at. Yes, sir. And this apple juice and this, I mean, I got this all kind of, I got mushroom. It's like a mushroom coffee, but it's not coffee like the kind you buy at the store, or Starbucks. It's just natural. Man, got natural, like I think ginseng in it. Oh man, you talking about some creating juices, vitamin C packs and all kind of stuff. Oh yeah, appreciate you, my brother. I'm glad you did stumble pass the channel, man. Now you know you're gonna be informed by your mans and them when it comes to the boxing game. And make sure you go tap in on some of these tutorial videos I got. Go type in playlists, and you're gonna love these videos I got. I got a lot of videos. The Fast and Furious, the greatest chin in boxing history, the good, the bad, the ugly, all kind of stuff, man. Good stuff. But we gonna get to the good part. Good part. Get down to the good part. We gonna get to the good part. Get to it. Oh yeah, you talking about when I be having guys sparring live? Oh, they be putting that work in. Oh, I be trying to get y'all the best commentating I can at the time. Yeah, I hope it happened though. Oh yeah, no doubt. Saturday, make sure you tap in Saturday. And tomorrow the weigh-in. So we probably cover the weigh-in. And Saturday is actually watch party. So I won't be showing the fight, but trust me, I'm gonna have at least 50,000 views at the least for me commentating because they like the job that I do. Man, I really call it a fair fight. You know what I mean? I don't be biased and I don't know nothing else. I know boxing. So one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call it fair. I'm gonna be screaming, "Stop it! It's over!" I already know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I got, if you asking me about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, right now I got Errol Spence. It could change. Um, Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. I got Canelo Alvarez as of right now. What a night! I got up this morning at 7 something this morning, 7 something a.m. And I'm 5 hours away from being up for 24 hours. Wow. So yeah, I let you know I got real energy. Yeah. All good. It's Friday. I don't know, Angel. We gonna find out. How long? Not long. And hey, look, that's the thing. Everybody guessing, Everybody got their picks. I ain't mad at you though, Hey, I'm rolling with Errol. You rolling with Terrence. A lot of people rolling with Terrence. A lot of people rolling with Errol. Hey, it's just we guessing. We speculating, Somebody gonna be right, somebody gonna be wrong. It's why we guessing, you know what I mean? And we can agree to disagree on here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We not always right, and I cannot tell you who you should pick for, who you should pick, or you know what I mean? Even though I won 2 world titles, I might be picking the wrong person. So we guessing, But that's the good thing about not knowing. That's why this is a big fight, because we don't know for sure who's gonna win. We just speculating, guessing, thinking, judging them off their last performances or who we think gonna win. So that's all we can do is just think and say and guess, and I don't really know who's gonna win. Styles may fight, so whoever opposed their will gonna win the fight. Whoever in better shape, whoever got the better game plan. And it's a lot that's gonna, play its part. At the end of the day, they both get millions. Enjoy. Come on, man. You just talking to be talking. I don't think nobody on here believe what I'm about to put up here on the screen that you said. You said, I bet Spence runs the whole fight. Spence ain't never ran from nobody. He always going for it. You think that he want the fight so he can run? He don't even know how to run. He gonna go for it. If anything, I ain't gonna say Crawford gonna run, but he gonna be the one that's moving the most. I don't think he's gonna stand toe to toe with Errol. Errol, the bigger dude. If anybody believe what Joy just said, thank you, Isaiah, laughing at you. I'm just being real with you. Okay, RJ, you see what RJ talking about? Come on, somebody. I'm gonna read what he just said. Oh, that's good on your birthday. Happy birthday, champ. You got a birthday gift. Oh, man. Better tap in on your birthday then, because I'm sure going to be calling the fight here. Thank you. Spencer's usually one pressuring, so it don't make sense you saying he's going to be running because he's a pressure fighter. He ain't going to run. No, man. That don't even seem like that make any sense. I never seen Spence run. Me neither. Real talk, Angel. They both training for a great fight. That's why they should make the millions that they making. And the crazy part, this is gonna be on paper probably a better fight than and no, listen, I'm not saying that was a bad fight because it was a great fight. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. But I think skill wise, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence is gonna be a better fight than Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. That was a great fight, but they ain't gonna make nowhere near the money that they made. Like, come on, man. You had a white bro versus a black bro. So, countries, you know what I mean? And white man versus black man, oh man, that's always big business. So you got two black men against each other. They're gonna be trying to get them boys crumbs compared to Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Them guys might make 20 million apiece. I bet you they don't make no 50 million apiece. But guess what? Tyson Fury got 80 million. And since Wilder fought Tyson Fury, he got 40 million. Stop it. Wow. That's real money. Exactly. Outside. Outside, Angel. That's it. Yeah, both fights against Wilder and Fury was good. Hey, boy, thank you, hey, boy. You're right. You sound like you know something about boxing, champ. That's right. Sound like you know what you're talking about. That sounds just about right. Y'all think Canelo Alvarez is gonna stop Triple G this Saturday? Y'all think Triple G gonna be way bigger than Canelo? This the first time Triple G gets a chance to fight, I think, at his natural weight. I think Canelo just blew up super middleweight. I think Triple G gonna be looking diesel. And man, maybe Canelo has bitten off more than he can chew. He should have probably tried to fight him on Triple G at 162 or something. Giving him 8 pounds. He already a big dude. Man, if I was Triple G, I would have kept, you know what I'm saying? Because Jonathan Banks, my man, I would have kept him as the head trainer. But I would have hired his old trainer, Sanchez, just to go back to the old him. Because he going to need the power. He going to need to be punching hard and get some respect. Because he don't need to be trying to box Canelo, letting Canelo get that forward momentum going forward. Because he's not a better boxer. Even though he's trying to box now, he's not a better boxer. The better boxer is Canelo. The bigger puncher really is Triple G, but if he's going backwards, the power is the same going backwards as going forward. But he's going to lose power and give Canelo confidence. Yes, sir, right there. That's right, Angel. Oh, yeah, Zerto versus Revolve is going to be a great fight for sure. Yep. Hey, that's what styles may fight. Mr. Boxing Moves. Man, hit the like button. Y'all in the building. Y'all team K9. Y'all with the dog pound. And whoop that trick, which is the like button, y'all. Oh, yeah, you know what's some doo-doo in the game, though. Canelo was smart enough to make that man dehydrate himself and get down in weight. But he would never made that weight. Come on, somebody. You already know what it is. It's going to be a great fight. One thing we can say for sure is it's going to be a great fight. We almost at 70 likes, y'all. We at 60, 65. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. When you tap in, whoop that trick. So you're looking for this video right here, they can know that I got a YouTube channel because some people don't even know. They be like, man, is this K9 from the Contender? Oh, what's up, dog? You know, the more likes, the better it is for the channel. That's real talk, though. You do want to make a statement for real. You could be right, Jay. Jay, you might be right, Jay. Jay Nitty, keys to the city. You don't see it, but I think everybody else do, big bro. Hey, if Canelo wins, he signs with PBC, and then he goes and fights Charlo. After that, he might fight before no, Benavidez. Or he go back and fight one fight deal to fight Charlo, then go back and go fight Bivol. No? So I don't know. Or he might say, I'm gonna fight Jake Paul. Get some easy money. Who knows? A lot of opportunities out there when you got red hair. When you the cash cow. Yeah. How long? Not long. But yeah, as of right now, we still got a couple of months before the fight. Hopefully the fight takes place. I got Errol Spence defeating Terence Crawford. Um, that's just so far. When I see him like face to face, I might change my mind. If Terence Crawford can get his body to fill out as a welterweight, I might switch sides. I just respect Errol Spence so much, man, that man got hurt. He almost lost his life, man, and rededicated himself to, to boxing. No, I don't think he's drinking no more or drinking like that, and he's taking boxing even more serious now, The reality check has got that man super focused. And man, I think he's a dangerous man. I think Jake Paul gonna beat Anderson Silva. Remember, he beat washed up Julio Chavez Jr. Oh yeah, Benavidez is a beast. For real, for real. But he probably gonna do that anyway. Canelo, Charlo is a champion at middleweight. Yes, a lot going on. It's a lot of ifs, what ifs, hope so. Who next? Why should he? Make it happen. It's a lot of that. Oh yeah, Paul Williams was a seek and destroy guy. Even though he was tall, he didn't fight. He didn't fight tall. Kind of fought like Winky Wright, except he threw more punches. Yeah, I actually ran into Paul Williams one day. He was like K9. I didn't know who he was. And my wife was like, that was Paul Williams. That's when I was super bad at the time. My stock was all the way up. I was just off the contender. And even though I wasn't a champion, I was on a reality show, so I was famous like Amos. No, I doubt it. I think Charlo, he want that fight so bad, he going to take whatever they give him, because whatever they give him going to be more than what he ever made before. Yeah, real dude, man. Hate that he ended up in a wheelchair, man. It's a sad story. Sad day, man, you know? But, you know, it is what it is. You know? Prayers up. See, one thing about me, man, if I can, I try to reach out to everybody on here. Whether you super chat or not, I try to, you know, stay engaged with my people. The dog pound. So, yeah, it ain't all about just money with me. I try to connect with my people. Always been a real dude. As a current champ, former champ, you know, contender favorite, bronze medal winner. Always been real. Yeah, I think they're going to be shocked more than anything, Mr. Boxing Moves. I don't know. Money talk and then BS walk. No, I actually think that Williams won that fight. I feel like they gave it to the right person. They were saying, "Oh, Laura won," but I saw that fight in my eyes. I wasn't just listening to what the commentators were saying. I had Williams winning that fight. I remember that fight. When y'all tap in, y'all make sure y'all whoop that trick, which is the like button. Hit the notifications if you're new to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we all we got, man. Yeah, we all we got, big fella. It's a record high for me. Never been on this boy that long. 3 hours? It ain't even a watch party? Stop it. Having fun with y'all tonight. We had 67 likes. 3 more and we had 70. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't new subscribers on this boy? Yeah, Laura was a beast. Laura wanted to fight me so bad. Yes, sir. We got almost like 2,000 views, but we only got 67 likes. So out of 2,000 people that watched the live tonight, why we only got 67 likes? Remember, when y'all tap in, y'all got to hit the like button. It makes sense. It's the reason why people tell you to hit the like button, because it really helps the channel. When somebody looking for you, they can find you if you get enough likes up. Your video will pop up top when you're searching Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Now, if y'all want me to, you know, rise to the occasion, you can't be a hater. You got to show some love. You can be a hater without being a hater sometimes. You hear me? So whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. It's the like button, y'all. Hashtag dogs us. On this boy for 3 hours, 25 minutes. Man. I'm up, boy. When I go to sleep, I'm gonna snore like I don't know what. Like I say, what time is it? When it's 2:19, man, 5 more hours from now, I'll be up 24 hours. Wow. I can't wait till they fight, though, man. Listen, I don't know if I'm gonna go to that fight. I'm definitely gonna have something special. Like if I commentate that fight on this show, I might have a giveaway or something, So I'm gonna make that day special because it's a special fight. Who knows? I might make something special for the fight that's coming up Saturday. I was gonna go to my fighter's fight and then come back and commentate the fight after my fighter's fight. The good news for my people's on a YouTube channel is that my fighter ain't fighting, even though that's bad news for him. And for me too, because I want him to fight. He's been training hard. But it's still good news for y'all because now I'll be able to commentate and be on live a little bit earlier than I was at first. So it's great news, good news all around the border. And we get better in time. Yeah, Laura old news though. Oh, 1,000 push-ups for who? Not me. No. Oh, we gonna get a million buys. I can't wait to find out. I'm gonna have to bet 1,000 push-ups with a whole lot of people. No cash, maybe a lunch or dinner, but not nothing super bad, nothing super big. Push-ups all day. I used to do 1,000 push-ups a day anyway. That's easy work. So yeah, I got like I say, as of right now, I got Errol Spence over Terence Crawford. I got Canelo Alvarez, TKO win over Triple G. And we gonna tap in again tomorrow for sure at K9 Boxing. I know I'm gonna sleep good. I might not get up, man, until like 3 in the afternoon. I got me up late. Like I said, I've been up almost 24 hours. Gotta get to the bag, you hear me? We all we got. Me, that's who. Who I bet on. Me, that's who. Errol Spence, the truth. Go to the body champ, walk him down. Stop it. It's over. Down goes Frazier. Dun, 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 dun. Let the beatings begin. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing. We gonna find out, Joy. I got Shields, but they're gonna try their best to rob her. They're gonna try to give it to Marshall. So just think about it. Shields is the champ, but they fighting over in Marshall's country. But she's the A side and the bigger name. Hey, that makes sense, Joy. But he ain't gonna listen to me. I don't think he want that smoke. He wants that change. And that change is right there with Canelo at. I think if Canelo, because he still haven't did it, get past Triple G, he gonna go looking for Charlo. And with Charlo getting in trouble and getting into it with his wife, so his wife said he having financial problems, and You know, word on the streets is he be drinking a little bit. You already know what it is and what's going to happen. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. We're going to tap in again tomorrow. Have a good night. Say y'all prayers. Stay out the way. Eat right. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. And good night at K9 Boxing. Errol Spence over Terence Crawford. Canelo Alvarez over Triple G. But I hope I'm wrong at K9 Boxing. Stop it. It's over. It's over. Till tomorrow, y'all. Good night, fam. Isaiah, Marcy, Joey, Edwin, and the rest of the team. Good night to everybody. Till tomorrow, y'all.